What's up? We're live. What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
How y'all doing, guys?
uh, I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Cannot complain.
Jerome, what's up with you, bro?
Just chilling. Wishing the 76ers play better, but that's it.
All right. Well, this is RNVP, Real Nerd Variety Podcast, Sports and Music Section, Episode 6. I'm your gracious, talented host, Jake. And I'm here with my other two co-hosts, Mr. Derek and Mr. Jerome. Let's just hop into the shits right quick. My Lakers suck. Fuck Magic. Fuck Rob. Fuck the fans. Fuck LA. Fuck basketball. Fuck the NBA. Yeah, that's about it.
Damn. All right.
I think LeBron's full of shit. It's taken me 16 years to realize he's full of shit. I'm cool with that though. Kind of like coming in my eyes now. It's a facade. I think it's not Luke's fault, even though Luke can coach his way out of a paper bag. It's not his fault. I think Magic and Rob are liars, and they got no plan for the offseason. I think we ain't gonna get no free agent, and we're gonna get a mid lottery pick. And we're gonna be mediocre for another 5 years. So
You don't think you're gonna sign anybody in the offseason?
no, who wants to come to this trash? Jerome, you wouldn't sign.
Hold on. Okay, so let me know when it's my turn because I'm about to.
Derek, I don't want no common sense right now. I'm not done. I'm about to get my shit off, bro.
Oh, get you.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Lonzo has been the only consistent piece on our team. Fuck KCP, whole ass nigga. Fuck Mike Beasley. Fuck Lance. Super fuck Rondo. We don't even play our first round draft picks, and we traded away our other first round draft pick. Like, we don't even play Mo Wagner. We don't play him. He's a center. We traded away Zubac. What type of? Oh my god. If I could just like get rid of the whole team, including LeBron, and just keep Kuz, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo and start over, I would. I got no faith in this, bro. I really don't. Like, I'm questioning my fandom, and that's like the first time since like ever. Like, I really feel as though we have no direction, bro. And what I've realized is that we have been a trash franchise ever since Shaq left because we have operated on the premise of not building a sustainable culture, which is what you do to sustain success. All we have done is relied on the superstar model and get free agents. And what has happened is technology, social media, and the world has gotten closer together and better. So now superstars don't have to leave their small markets, wherever market they are, to become relevant, to make money off the court. So why the hell do I need to go to LA? We're just dysfunction, bro. We're the Browns of the NBA. And like you can probably say we're not. And that might
That's
be
so wrong.
Derek, tell me the last 10 years, what have we done of any worth, bro? Do you realize the Suns have been to the playoffs more than we have in the last 10 years?
Y'all won a ring 10 years ago. Yeah. You guys did. And then in 2011, I think or 2010, y'all repeated, if I'm not mistaken.
Derek, they're still using the same model.
I mean,
it's not sustainable. That is not what I ask my GM and my coach to do. And Lakers fans have finally come to the realization, bro. Like, this is so stupid. This is so dumb. We can't sustain 5-6 years in the playoffs. We've been doing this since the 80s, bro. This is not sustainable. We could get away with it for 2 decades because the world was different. Sports was different. Like, what I mean, the Browns is it's a comical aspect to the mediocrity. There's no comical aspect to the Suns. Nobody really gives a damn about the Suns. People give a damn about the Browns, guys. They're one of the largest and most rabid fan bases in the NFL. It's just comical how mediocre they've been. We are them, regardless of what you think. I don't know what else to say, bro. Like, I don't have no faith in my team. You think Quav's already say he want to come? You think Boogie want to come? Y'all ain't giving me no solutions. Y'all just keep telling me hypotheticals. There used to be a time where I used to know exactly what the hell was going to happen. I don't know. Looks like LeBron don't really honestly give a damn about basketball at all. So I'm not really trying to hear any solutions. That's a horrible turnover. But I'm not trying to hear any solutions, man. I'm just lost. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. All I want is a lottery pick, and we probably gonna draft the wrong player because that's what we've been doing, other than Lonzo, the last few years. So I don't care. I don't give a damn about the NBA. Congratulations, Golden State. Whatever, bro. Like, if the Lakers stopped existing tomorrow, I really would not give a damn. Like, oh my God, this season was such. This might be the most frustrating season I've ever witnessed as a fan of any sports team. Yeah. Be in mind, USC went 5-7 this year, guys. 5-7 in college football. USC, a top 5 program in the history of college football. Yeah. I knew that could happen. I came into the season prepared for that clusterfuck to blow up. I didn't expect this. And there's nothing you can say. There's no scenarios you can give me. And if y'all were being realistic and real on y'all takes and being objective, you know good well there's no free agent that wants to come to LA. And it's going to take Magic throwing them $200 million for them to come. And that's just stupid. So,
I mean, they're going to get $200 million to come anywhere. So that's a moot point. So, Gerard, could I go? Or do you have?
Go ahead, bro.
All right.
I don't really got nothing to say, so.
I'm a summarize.
There's nothing to say, bro. Like, that's the thing. Usually you would have something. There's nothing to say.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try your best, bro. You can try your best. You can be Mr. Brightside. Like, go ahead.
Well, it ain't about being Mr. Brightside. It's being Mr. This is what it is and this is what it isn't. This is what it is. Okay?
I'm telling you what it is. We were mediocre. We don't want to play defense. Our coach don't know what the hell he's doing. The players never bought in. And while our players were hurt, our freaking front office threw the whole freaking roster under the bus except for LeBron James. What else is there to tell me? We've been banged up since December. I know this.
Okay. So let's look at I'm going to look at this from 3 main points, okay? So, number one, you're disgust in disillusionment with the Lakers as a franchise. The reason why you are so upset right now, and I could be wrong, is because this was supposed to be the year where the Lakers actually started finally being a respectable basketball franchise in terms of wins and losses. It's been since what? Since Kobe got that last injury, where he tore his rotator cuff or something, or whatever. Since you guys have been to the playoffs, and ever since then, you guys have just been a non-factor in terms of basketball. And with the best player in the world coming to your team, this was supposed to be the year where you guys not only returned to the playoffs but made some noise.
No,
everyone assumed that.
Oh, Derek, I said I did not want to make noise. I just wanted us to have above 500 record. We can't even do that. Like, stop. Like, that's what I'm saying, God. Like, the NBA viewed it as that. The media viewed it as that because it's LeBron. No. Most Lakers fans are like, bro, can we just like get a top 8 seed? Can we just like get above 500 and look good on defense consistently and have an offense? We were that team until December. Like, Derek, I never wanted to compete with Golden State this year.
I didn't think realistic
I didn't
Lakers.
want to compete with the damn Nuggets. Like, I was like, can we be like a little bit less than Portland? Like, can we be a little bit less than the team that gets swept in the playoffs? We can't even do that, bro. We can't even do that. You can continue. You can continue.
Okay, well, regardless of what your expectations were, they were higher than this. And with LeBron James, even if you didn't expect that team to make the playoffs or even give the Warriors a run for their money, like a lot of people did, I remember Stephen A. specifically saying, there was no other team besides the Warriors and the rest beating the Lakers. And to an extent, with the way the Lakers were playing pre-December, I kind of bought into that. Let me just say this, okay? Disappointment, it happens, right? You know this, I know this, but it's one thing to expect disappointment, expect underperformance, and it's another to just have it come suddenly because it feels unfair. I will say this: the Lake, to their credit, I feel like in some aspects the front office of the Lakers did the best they could, but in a lot of aspects they dropped the ball. There's no denying that. There's no denying the fact that number one, the roster just wasn't constructed in a way that made any sense. And I think it was all of the mistakes the Lakers front office made was a result from them not getting Paul George to sign with the Lakers in free agency.
No, Derek. No, Derek.
Let me finish. I let you talk. Let me finish. Okay. When you clear out that max cap space in the year prior, you knew you had Paul George in the bag. You don't really have to scout.
I just need to clarify one thing. We had a trade in place to trade for Paul George upright to trade Brandon Ingram. We did not do it because we were a stupid NBA franchise. That's what I'm talking about, Derek. This goes back long beforehand.
And I'm not disagreeing you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, my point is, regardless of whether or not they could have made the trade and they should have made the trade, the thing is, whether or not it went downhill there or where it went downhill when they didn't sign him in free agency, the point is they didn't have a backup, a real contingency plan for the event that he didn't sign.
Okay, I agree with that.
You could see from their pitch, their lackluster pitch to Paul George, to the way they constructed that roster. That roster was supposed to have Paul George and potentially another free agent, or not free agent, another star, if they're able to flip those pieces for someone else. The fact that they had all those they had Rondo and they had no shooters, and they essentially just went and got a bunch of players off the scrap heap who, if you squinted your eyes and looked at them in a couple of games last year, you said could play. That's what happened to the Lakers roster. That's strike one. They didn't construct the roster because they, again, I'll agree with you here, they were content. They rested on their laurels. They rested on the fact we're the LA Lakers. People want to come here. We're here. LeBron's here. Why wouldn't you want to come here? So that's where they made their first mistake. But because of the talent on the roster, you saw at the beginning of the season, they could at least compete for a top 4 seed, which exceeded your expectations for just getting an 8 seed.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the injuries, you agree? There's nothing you can do about injuries. You can't predict injuries.
No.
Okay, so you're reasonable there. But it wasn't just that they were injury riddled, because a LeBron James led team can be injury riddled so long as LeBron James is consistently there. LeBron literally had the worst injury of his career. He missed the most time due to injury he's ever missed in my memory in the regular season, especially when his team needed him. A younger LeBron never misses that many games, ever. A younger LeBron never lets his team slide that far. Doesn't happen. But this isn't a younger LeBron. This is the LeBron James we have today and now. So the fact that that happened, combined with the fact that that roster, because historically LeBron James led teams without LeBron James just performed worse. But the fact that they not only perform worse, but they play in the Western Conference, which inexperienced coaching and inexperienced players was a melting pot for disaster. That was exacerbated by the fact that, hey, we get Anthony Davis to save our season. Because essentially what ended up happening was, hey, we're sliding. These young guys don't look like they're going to make the cut. They're not going to improve the way we want to this year so we can meet our expectations. Let's hurry this process up now and do what we should have done last year and make the trade for Anthony Davis. That's strike two, right? And not only did that make the locker room unsettled, not only did it make the young players unsettled, but it also really tarnished the front office reputation and the prestige of the Lakers in general and everyone's eyes. Because we discussed this before, the fact that you cower and you treat yourself so lowly that you're willing to sell all your players for Anthony Davis just so that the Pelicans can tell you, we're not trading him until, the offseason. The fact that you cower so low, that you're so desperate, not only shows your ineptitude as a GM and as a front office, it shows your players, y'all know what you're doing. So that was the strike two was the Anthony Davis thing. The strike three to me, honestly, was how far they would have gone and how much we learned about what they would have done. It's just disgraceful. And I agree with you there. That to me, that would be the most frustrating thing. That Magic and Rob Pelinka didn't have the fortitude, didn't man up enough to say, okay, we'll call you when you call us. Because that's it. Honestly, it's just disgraceful. Like if I heard Danny Ainge was willing to trade all of our young players, all of our picks for Anthony Davis, and the Pelicans didn't at least acknowledge us, I'd be sick to my stomach, and I would literally never want to do business with that organization again because that's just disrespect. Now, Dell Demps, he got fired. It wasn't because of that trade. Dell Demps was just an inept GM to begin with. The only right thing he's ever done was two things: draft Anthony Davis and construct that team last year. Otherwise, Dell Demps has just been mediocre to below mediocre his whole career as a GM. So he should have got fired. The nail in the coffin was the Anthony Davis situation and his mismanagement of that. Because if I'm your owner and we can fleece the Lakers and we could probably get picks and maybe negotiate undrafted picks, not undrafted, unprotected picks to where LeBron would be older. If we could do a net situation and you don't even talk to them, you need to be fired, in my opinion. Because the Lakers literally were gearing up to do a net situation where they're going to mortgage their whole future for Anthony Davis, who is more worth it than Paul Pierce and KG in their 30s. But still, no player's ever worth a Nets mortgage. But the fact that you give up the opportunity to do that because you get a call from Phil Jackson and the rest of the league is, buddying up with you, and you have Danny Ainge, who's not your friend. He's not your friend. Like these guys aren't your friends. These are your competitors. Just because Danny Ainge suggests you could get Jason Tatum doesn't necessarily mean you need to wait for them. But regardless, Dell Demps he's fired. So the Hornets are under new management. My point, the Pelicans are under new management. My fault. My point is this, right? I understand that frustration with the fact the Lakers didn't meet expectations. And I understand the fact that Magic and Rob Pelinka greatly overestimated the allure of playing with LeBron, the allure of playing in LA, and just their ability to negotiate and understand the season of the NBA. I understand that, and I agree with you pretty much all the way there. But here's where I think you're not being responsible with your hate. with your anger. You say that no one would want to come here. Do you know what type of ego boost as a player you would get if you were looked at as the guy that saved the latter stages of LeBron James' career and helped the Lakers
That's such
championship?
that is such abject bullshit.
No, it's not.
Because the media doesn't treat it that way, Derek.
The media definitely would. If there was ever a time
Kyrie saved him, and got no credit, none. We think about the block more than we think about the shot.
I don't.
Derek, it's such bullcrap. No,
I think
KD
I don't
hit it
think-
right on the head, bro. He hit it right on the head. It's not LeBron's fault. It's the media's fault. Nobody wants to play in that circus, bro. Nobody.
Okay.
No. I can see why Kyrie wanted to leave. Was he wrong? Yes. But then and there, I hit a step back, 29-foot shot over the unanimous MVP to win the finals, and all y'all can think about is a damn block. Now, it's LeBron's greatest play of his career, but still, nobody talks about that. Nobody. And if we just gonna call a spade, them last 3 games, Kyrie saved LeBron. LeBron was going off the whole series. Until Kyrie said, I want to play, I'm going to step my game up. That's when they beat the Warriors. He got no credit, bro.
Okay. So again,
Derek, I'm gonna let you finish right quick. The last 5 to 6 years, Derek, it's been the same case. We have the cap space. We got Kobe. We got these so-called young pieces, and nobody wants to come because they don't need to.
I mean, that's not true. Did they trade for Dwight? Did they sign Dwight as a free agent?
They signed. I think they signed both Dwight and
they traded for Steve Nash because
yes,
they
I think
ended up
so.
giving up
Yes,
picks for Steve Nash.
yes.
But my point is, they ended up getting Dwight in free agency, so somebody did come. It's just that the way it ended up not working out because Dwight wasn't the player we thought he was. And he made no efforts to improve his game, and he did not have the mentality. He had
no mentality like Kobe.
He in a lot of ways he's more Kwame Brown than Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes, of course.
So,
I mean, not Derek. You're just really overestimating that narrative. You really are, because that's how the NBA. That's how the NBA media treats LeBron. It's either LeBron's fault or LeBron's glory.
I think the fans and a lot of the media, especially LeBron,
gatekeepers, bro. That's who carries the narrative.
I think you're not letting me finish. I mean, not to be like, uppity, but like I also think you're not considering that this is a different point in LeBron's career, and it is proven that he can't just carry a bad team in the Western Conference in a playoff run. Like all that other stuff was just conjecture, right? So number one, the reason why Kyrie, a part of the reason why Kyrie got none of that credit, a lot of the same credit that D Wade ended up getting for helping LeBron win his 2 rings is because Dwayne Wade was championship proven. Dwayne Wade was an MVP caliber player. Dwayne Wade was able to carry his teams to playoffs by himself. Kyrie had never done any such thing. Meanwhile, LeBron had come off leading his team. He went from the Cavs going to the NBA Finals to going to the Heat to going to an NBA Finals without Kyrie and Kevin Love. So he was basically the finals guy. And Kyrie had never brought a team to the playoffs. Now, did Kyrie hit one of the biggest shots in basketball history? Of course he did. Do most knowledgeable basketball people recognize that shot as being equated to such a moment in that series? Yes. Does the media circus around LeBron make that smaller? Yeah, but there are other factors in it just being the media circus.
But you just said it.
Let me finish. Let me finish. My point is there are other factors that limited Kyrie's ability to shine. Dwayne Wade, no one ever questions Dwayne Wade's impact on helping LeBron win those championships. And in fact, a lot of people recognize Dwayne Wade as the reason why they won the first ring. A lot of people recognize Dwayne Wade being the only player who was making a real impact when they were losing to the Mavericks. So I don't want to hear it's never LeBron's fault. We watched LeBron James choke in the NBA Finals, and people tore him apart. So I don't want to hear if LeBron doesn't do anything, or if they win, it's only LeBron's. It's only LeBron, because when you have players that have proven themselves,
I literally didn't say that.
I don't know what else to say. So my point is, if you have this narrative is different than any other narrative in LeBron's career. LeBron has literally never needed help getting to the playoffs, but now it seems like he will. Now, do most knowledgeable basketball people know health of LeBron will probably lead his team to the finals? I don't even that's the case anymore, because he'll be a year older, coming off, again, the worst injury of his career. There are other things, there are other narratives that go into these LeBron James narratives that you're not crediting. You're not giving credit to these other things, and you're just saying, well, it's only LeBron James getting credit because it's LeBron James. No, it's not. So in my estimation, if you have another player and he not only helps them get back to the playoffs, but they make a deep run and they make an NBA Finals, it'll be looked at as LeBron didn't do this last year. LeBron needed help. This is the help he needed. Not only is this the help he needed, in a lot of ways, it'll be this is the man who brought the Lakers back on the map. I feel like a lot of players look at that. I don't think you're giving that enough credence because you just want to buy in to the media circus mentality. In reality, the media circus will follow LeBron no matter what. And they do blame LeBron to a certain extent. They look at how he's played, they look at his basically his impact, and they see, wow, this year he wasn't able to do it. We all expected to come out and look at LeBron post-injury and say they're going to run off some wins, and it never came. They played teams that you would assume they'd be able to get wins against, like the Clippers and the Suns, and they underperformed with LeBron on the court every time. People excoriated LeBron for his defense. So again, I don't want to hear it's not LeBron's fault. The media circus will never acknowledge anyone else when that's not been the case. LeBron has failed this season, and it's not all been his fault, but he has been blamed. So if you're a player, it's not you coming necessarily to help LeBron with an already semi-successful project. It's almost like, hey, okay, I can come in and help fix this, and I will be recognized. Because I know if I see any free agent, hell, if Jimmy Butler goes to the Lakers next year and they get to the Western Conference Finals, I'll look at Jimmy Butler as a different player. Point blank, period. Because I know that to me, LeBron James, with this roster as it is, they would not make the Western Conference Finals unless any of those players got significantly better. I know for a fact a player like Jimmy Butler would help with defense, which is a culture that's just inherently absent in the Lakers. I feel like this is one of the biggest reclamation projects for not only another star player, but a coach. You telling me a guy like Jason Kidd isn't salivating over the chance to coach this team? You're telling me a Doc Rivers isn't interested in, unless the Clippers offer a better roster, because they could easily get Kawhi and another star, and then boom, you have the ability to go and beat the Warriors without LeBron, especially if you have a KD. So, but assuming the Clippers don't do anything, you're telling me that they don't Doc Rivers would be interested in showing that he could do something with this team, or any other coach of refuge, or any new coach? No, they would all say, "I'll be the coach," because you're not giving enough credence to the players' egos to say, I'll be the one that helps LeBron turn this around. Or I'll be the one that people will look at that said, wow, this is the dude that LeBron couldn't do it without. And if you think that's bullshit, that's you. But I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what I see from an outsider's perspective. because I know you're a LeBron James fan and you've basically modeled his career ever since you really started getting into basketball. But that's how I see it. So I'm done talking.
Darren, first of all, I never said that it was all LeBron's fault. I said the media circus is either it's all his fault or all his glory. Simple as that. Like, that's how it's been for 16 years. For 16 years. You compound the fact that that's not the narrative, Derek. The narrative has now been for the last 18 months is why the fuck do I need to play with LeBron and win a goddamn championship? And more superstars are beginning to believe that. That has been the narrative. Like, I don't understand where this narrative's come from. Like, I can be the guy to help LeBron because like KD said, the media circus will see your contributions as diminished and elevate LeBron's. That's always been the case. That's always been the case. Dwayne Wade's a special character because they're best friends. It's a completely different thing. He can put his ego aside.
Being buddy with the player. No, but being buddy with the player means the media will treat you different.
Yeah, that's what, Derek. I'm literally saying the same thing you're saying, bro. I'm saying the same thing you're saying. It's completely different with Kyrie. Derek, if I'm not mistaken, Kyrie averaged 40 points those last 3 games and got no love. Like, that's nuts. That is nuts. That is nuts. That's crazy.
And I agree with you, but I think...
And Derek, dudes are tired of that. Like, you keep thinking about the ego of wanting to help somebody. Derek, if you are an athlete, you don't want to help nobody. You want to be the dude. LeBron's literally showed people the blueprint of being the dude.
Well, I agree with you there. I'll disagree with you in the fact that you'll just go somewhere to get help from somebody that's not LeBron, but it's a superstar. Like, KD won't go to the Knicks by himself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see that happening. Okay, so my main point is the narrative could be you could be that guy to come help LeBron, or you can just go and team up with another superstar. I think the whole I'm gonna go and be my own guy thing is kind of duplicitous in the fact that you're just saying it. But in reality, you're looking to team up with someone else to beat the other super team. So in reality, yeah, you're coming to play with LeBron, who has sold media circus. But to say that these players are going to play and say we don't need LeBron to win a championship, Paul George just ended up playing with Russell Westbrook, who depending on who you talk to, is just another top 5 player. Like, it's not as simple as these guys saying, I'm going to be the one to beat LeBron. I'm going to be the one to win a championship by myself. That's not the NBA. Works now. It's ever worked. So, again, combined with the benefits of just being a Laker, with the story of that franchise, and the and your ability to again basically be the savior of this whole mess. Like, it's not only helping LeBron, you're not like respecting the aspect of I'm the one that's going to help turn this around. Because with LeBron, it's always been, I can be enhancing to the situation. I can be the dude to tip the scales. Where in this aspect, you're going to be the one that literally is going to make this thing work. Because at least with all LeBron's finals losses and his misplays and his failures, we saw that, okay, LeBron could get you there, but you didn't have the talent. Now we see LeBron, it's questionable whether he can even get you there. Like, this team arguably could get to the second round of the finals. Like, let's say they're top 4 seed of the finals. Second round of the West Conference playoffs and get dusted by a team like the Thunder. Like, that's not out of the range of possibility now because of the player LeBron James has shown himself to be in the roster. So if you're a player, you're not the icing on the cake anymore. You're not the thing that's going to help push the team over the edge. You're not the topping. You're a part of the entree now. Like, That's how I see it if I'm a player. And that's how the media is going to see it. Because I guarantee you, if they don't get anybody and the Lakers exit in the second round, it's not going to be, well, LeBron doesn't have any help. It's going to be LeBron just can't get the team to these heights in the Western Conference at his age. And it's going to be more of a, was he really just playing in a weaker Eastern Conference? Or did we overrate his ability to get to the finals because he played in the Eastern Conference? That'll be the conversation if he doesn't end up making the playoff runs next year. So I don't give much credence to these guys are going to end up trying to go off and be their own people, because there's only so many reputable destinations you can go to. Like, let's say Kyrie leaves, goes to the Knicks, and Jimmy Butler ends up joining him, and then what's his face? Kawhi ends up going to the Clippers, and the Clippers end up making a move for AD or something. Eventually, one of these other guys is going to have to go.
Derek, oh God, Derek, if that happens, I'm giving up on the NBA.
I mean,
I will literally wish for the demise of Magic and Rob if that happens, because you promised me 2 of them cats are coming. PG off the board. So you telling me Kyrie, AD, Kawhi, and Jimmy are off the board?
Hey,
Derek,
again,
that's an abject failure of epic proportions.
And that I'm not looking for success or to vindicate Magic Johnson or Rob.
Yes, that is his. Derek, God, dude, this is what I'm trying to tell you, Derek. He himself said this. He said, "Do not judge me off this year. Judge me off free agency."
Oh yeah. And Magic Johnson, I don't necessarily believe in his ability to get these free agents. I don't think Magic Johnson really has his hand to the pulse of the NBA the way he thought he did. I don't think he really understands this market the way he thought he did. So I don't know if he gets 2, but I definitely think he gets at least another All-Star for sure in free agency. That's my belief. That's my overall belief. Now, to just wrap it up, because I know Dron wants to say something. I want to ask you this. Do you really think there's no other star player or all-star caliber player that wants to come to the Lakers now? Do you think basically everyone's going to be like, no, we're just going to leave LeBron to die? Not leave him to die.
Derek, let me ask you a question. Take the rose-colored glasses off. And if you were one of them guys, given how this year played out, how the media covered the Lakers, how annoying as fuck it was, how bad of a coach Luke was, how stupid Magic and Rob looked, the things you need in place to win a championship, would you, in your right mind, sign with us?
I have a big ego, so yeah. Because again, I look at myself like I'm the savior now. I'm the chosen one now. Because if I end up winning,
Derek, you got to be a unique person, man. Your ego would help you win a lot of championships, Derek. But let me tell you something. A lot of these NBA basketball players aren't like that. They're just not, Derek. They don't see themselves as the piece. They listen to what other people say. And if the majority of other people say that, yeah, you cool, but LeBron really is the one who did it, they're not going to like that. They're not. And that has been the case. Derek, I'm just going off of what the trend has been for 10 years. I'm not saying stuff that you're not wrong, Derek. In a perfect world, I wish every athlete thought the way you did. I wish every athlete thought the way I wish all these basketball players would, but they don't. They do not. They do not. Now, I would love, Derek, you don't understand. I would love to be wrong. You just don't understand how much I would love to be wrong right now. This is one of them times where I say stuff I want to be wrong. But Derek, let me tell you something, brother. Writing's on the wall. Kawhi don't want to come. Kyrie, we don't know. KD, we don't know. DeMarcus Cousins, we don't know. Clay, we don't know. Derek, that's scary. Derek, it's a problem when the goddamn Knicks got more promises than the Lakers. That's an issue. That
Okay,
is a structural and cultural issue.
if anyone believes that Kevin Durant's going to go play for the Knicks, if I'm wrong,
Derek,
I
let me ask you a question. Again, from an objective point of view, which franchise would you want to be? The Knicks or the goddamn Lakers?
Goddamn Los. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'd rather be the Lakers.
Why are you crazy?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
You have arguably the worst owner in sports, or storied.
Derek, does that not ring a bell to you that they have the worst owner in sports? The worst owner in basketball. Between him and Rob Sarver from Phoenix, those are the two worst owners in basketball. And KD and Kyrie are linked to you. But Magic can't get that? Like, am I the only person that's seeing what's wrong with that equation, Derek? Like, if you were to come to my side, you wouldn't find something really oddly suspicious and wrong with that.
Again, I'm not absolving Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka for the mistakes.
But Derek, I don't want you to absolve them. I want you.
So like, I'm telling you, they fucked up. They fucked. John, I'm gonna need you to speak some sense, because I feel like I'm not making sense right now.
I'm not trying to absolve them, Derek. But see, this is the thing. This is not your team. You won't understand, bro. You will not. You will not understand. You will not. It is a problem when Magic Johnson can't get the same type of rumor buzz. I don't even think that's worthy. Like, let me be clear. That's not worthy. But you don't find that equation messed up? The Knicks, how much of a train wreck they've been, is in NBA circles. People who are actually in NBA circles say that they are a more viable destination than we are. Derek,
there was definitely like a whole month where people were saying Kyrie could want to play with LeBron again. So it's not like y'all not getting rumors. Yeah, the rumor has shifted now, but it could also shift back in the month. We don't know. But y'all do have some rumors. It has been rumored that Klay Thompson could go to the Lakers if Golden State don't give him a max. It has also been rumored that Boogie might leave Golden State and go to the Lakers. It's also been rumored that maybe Golden State pissed off Draymond too much, and maybe he might go. It's like y'all have rumors. Now nobody's talking about y'all right now because y'all have been a train wreck right now, so there's no reason to talk about y'all. But trust me, once the offseason starts, the rumors are going to start picking up for y'all again. I think you're just jaded because your team is bad right now, which, I mean, I can't blame you because the 76ers in the same position. I'd be the same way. I'm just saying
it's not some time. Okay, let's say I guess I'm the only like level-headed fan that's not gonna poo-poo their teams quite yet. Because y'all basically are just writing your teams off.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, Jake.
I hear.
I thought
the difference is the 76ers have been so bad that you gotta show me the hope before I can give it to you.
Y'all don't even put in the context the last 5 seasons we had the same type of situation and nobody came to it. LaMarcus Aldridge laughed at us, bro. LaMarcus Aldridge laughed. He laughed at the bus boys in Genie with their pitch. He laughed at us, bro. LaMarcus Aldridge. Derek, this is a reputation problem. I don't want to hear it. Like, it's like, I want your opinion, but guys, y'all not even listening to people who cover the basketball. I get worried when Chris Haynes and Ramon Shelburne say these things. People who talk to basketball players, Rachel Nichols, who got damn near half the NBA on text. That worries me, bro. And y'all keep trying to tell me, hey, it's the Lakers. Like, that means anything anymore. Derek, it don't mean nothing no more, bro. It doesn't. He legit don't. Rumors don't hit. Rumors don't hit the same when in 5 years you haven't gotten a free agent.
You got LeBron.
Derek, that don't move the needle, bro. That does not move the needle. It didn't move the needle with me last year, and you know that. That does not move the needle. I need a team that can win championships and sustain a culture of winning.
And I agree with that, but that's easier said than done. Like when the Celtics signed Al Horford, was it the biggest signing? No, but it showed at least people thought about Boston as a destination. When I heard KD was this close to signing with the Celtics after they brought in Tom Brady, it was like, okay, people at least think of the Celtics as a destination. Y'all got the best player in the world to come play with y'all. And again, this atmosphere isn't you could be the icing. It's you could be part of the cake. And all of a sudden it's like the needle isn't moved. Yeah, we got LeBron, but that doesn't count. What? Huh?
I didn't say it didn't. Jesus.
You basically said y'all got
all I know is that at least y'all can get some buzz. Ain't nobody even thought about coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, Jordan, you should be what? Oh my God. I'm not Derek. I'm gonna say something to you, and please, because Howard Bryant said this, and it really fucked me up. Derek, name the last big time black NBA superstar that wanted to come play with Boston the last 20 years.
Black superstar, none.
Derek, you are the goddamn Celtics. That should worry you. But because y'all have a great owner and because y'all have a great GM, it masks that. But Lord knows, fam, if I was you, I would be worried. I'm worried about my team. I'm worried about your team, Jerron. Y'all just got two goddamn transcendent talents on y'all team. Y'all are contextually completely different. Y'all guys are only going to get older. My dude's going to be out the NBA in 3 years. I don't understand why y'all don't put all of this in context, and y'all are calling me crazy for being like, I am worried because we missed this summer, dog. Everything we've been working for 5 years, Derek, is non-void other than Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball. And after 5 years to just get those three dudes is tragic. Why can't nobody understand this? I don't understand. That should worry all of y'all. That should worry you, Jerron. That should literally worry you. It should worry you, Derek. But okay, it don't because y'all gonna make the playoff.
So if I want to give you a quick aside on why it doesn't worry me, it's because the Celtics aren't that type of team where we're a free agent destination. We've never been dependent on getting a guy to come from somewhere else to change the fortunes of our teams through free agency.
I'm about to say the same thing. The 76ers never felt like that. The only time we actually got somebody to actually come sign with us was what, Julius Erving?
Yeah. So like we're not it's not like people don't want to come to Boston. No one's ever wanted to come to Boston. You just kind of arrive and you decide whether or not you like it. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Like Al Horford, let's be fair, like he's Dominican. There was a very strong Dominican and Puerto Rican culture in the Northeast, in the New York, Massachusetts area. So that's part of the reason why he wanted to come. It's not as strong down here in Georgia, I guess. So him and his family felt more comfortable going up there, and the basketball opportunity fit. But it's not like he had the opportunity to get all these moving endorsement deals, and the weather was great year round. I mean, it's not just a black superstar. What white superstar has ever come to the Celtics? I mean, it's the Celtics. It's like, okay, you can come to Boston. It's snowy 5 years out of 5 years, 5 months out of the year. It's cold another 2 months. It's still kind of old timey racist up here. In some parts. But you know, you come to a winning culture and you have all those other pitches and history and stuff. It was enough to almost make KD sign the dotted line, but not quite. So no, we've never really had a black superstar come to the Celtics. But that's not what Miller did.
Why do you think that 76ers literally tanked and fans didn't really say anything? Because it's like we're either going to draft our superstar or we ain't going to have a superstar. Nobody comes to the 76ers. Nobody. Nobody in this free agency, like, we're star hunting. I was like, star hunting for who? Because ain't nobody coming here. You're going to have to build that talent. Shoot, right now we even got Ben Simmons rumors like, oh, he might want to be in LA. We might lose Ben Simmons in 2 years.
That's crazy that you're like, no one wants to play with LeBron. Meanwhile, you got Magic Johnson laying the seats as we speak for Ben Simmons, but no one wants to come play for the Lakers. I mean, it's just like, I feel like it's the pull as strong as we make it out to be. No. And I feel like it's over exaggerated, right? That people want to come to California to play for the women weather. Obviously, no one's lined up to play for the Kings, right? Up until now, the Clippers have been the laughing stock in the NBA. So no one really wanted to play with them, right? But the idea is, if you have a stable basketball franchise in the Lakers, if they could stabilize, or if someone felt like they could go and help stabilize it and bring it to the championship level, I think a lot of people feel like the Lakers would find themselves be able to get those free agents again that people thought they would just get for granted. Like, I feel like this time with LA and be our savior, we don't really have a plan. We don't really have anyone to back you up. Yeah, it's probably why the Marcus Aldridge scoffed it, because he was like, so I want me to play with an aging. I don't even know if Kobe was injured or if he was on his way out, but y'all want me to come play with an aging Kobe Bryant and Powell and Steve, or I could go play in San Antonio for Pop. And let's be honest, LaMarcus Aldridge is literally ready to be traded away from the Spurs. And if you can't handle San Antonio, why the hell would you want to be in LA? I mean, like, trust me, like, LaMarcus Aldridge scoffing at the Lakers is like, how am I going to say this and be PC? It's like someone you weren't even looking at, that you weren't even trying to talk to in that way. Like, whether you be a girl or a guy, that person that you don't even look at that way, dissing you and saying you ugly for whatever reason because they thought you were trying to holler at them. And you're like, no, like literally, I would take that as, okay, you weren't even on my radar. Like, yeah, they want to get LaMarcus because at that point it was kind of like, we haven't been that good in a while. But to me, the Lakers should have looked at LaMarcus Aldridge to evaluate that talent and been like, you're not going to get us over the hump. Here's another piece. So, again, like, I wouldn't have taken LaMarcus Aldridge just scoff that seriously. Like, I would not have been like, LaMarcus Aldridge is on the sign with us. What's wrong with us? Now, if LeBron said, I want to go to the Knicks over the Lakers, then we would have a problem. Because, yeah, then you would be able to say, okay, you got two situations where you have two non-playoff teams you have Porzingis, who, granted, is a better talent than any one of the players when he was on the Knicks, even injured, he was a better talent prospect to play with than any of those other Lakers players. And the Knicks did have an okay roster. So maybe they could have made a run and got a free agent, and then boom, they could have been viable. If LeBron had signed with them and not signed with the Lakers, then I would give credence to your hypothesis that no one wants to play with the Lakers, no one wants to play with LeBron. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing you saying people don't want to play with y'all anymore. Just point blank, period. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, if you look at it, the man could have went with Embiid and Simmons, and he still picked the Lakers at the end of the day. For whatever that worth.
And I'm not trying to. I do know, and I agree with you. Magic and Rob literally had one plan. That plan fell through, and they've been trying to play catch up for the last year. It's been awkward, at times downright disgraceful, and just weird to look at them fumble their way through this, because we assume when you hear Magic Johnson making a play, to get Rob Pelinka, this is his handpicked guy, we assume that Magic would have some type of poise and charisma and the ability to just get it done, because we've seen him do it on the court, we've seen him do it in business, we've seen him do it in other franchises. So we just think basketball management should come as second nature. But again, maybe he either doesn't have the feel for the pulse of the NBA, in the pulse of other offices, and his ability and his pull. Maybe he just doesn't have it the way he think he does, and maybe he never will get it, or maybe it will take him some time. And I think ultimately a lot of the difference between a guy being a successful NBA GM and being a dude that gets fired after a year or two is getting time.
Okay. All right, man. We'll see. I'm just saying I have 5 years of evidence of this stuff, guys. I don't know why. I got the evidence, and y'all keep telling me it's okay. Okay.
No. I did not say it's okay. There's a very real chance the Lakers don't get but one superstar. Hey, there is a chance they don't get anybody, because you could be right. Like, it could be a situation where, okay.
But you're telling me to basically keep my head up.
I'm telling you, okay. I'm telling you this, okay?
Because I'm trying to figure out what y'all saying to me.
I'm telling you.
No.
Let me tell you what I tell you. I'm telling you, there's more of a chance that a big superstar comes to the Lakers than the 76ers ever had. So I don't care.
I don't want to hear that.
No matter what you want to hear, I'm just telling you the truth.
John, in relative to what? I don't want to hear myself compared to another franchise. I want to hear not we're guaranteed to, that all of them are considering us. And from what I hear and what I've seen, no.
So you want everyone to like you. That's your problem. You want everyone to want.
That's every franchise. What am I saying that's wrong? That I want my franchise to be coveted by every free agent possible?
I mean, I would love my franchise to be coveted by every free agent too, but that's not the case. We tell you to get over it. Yeah. Well, no, let me rephrase that.
I want to hear that either.
I'm telling you, get over it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like.
So you telling me to get over it because your franchise can't get anybody, and I just told you to be.
Yeah, so I can't feel sorry for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it's common sense. Like, I can't feel sorry for you.
I mean, I'm saying it from the perspective of you have to understand.
I'm like a full Lakers fan right now. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, like basically, Jerron's saying you guys are having like first world NBA problems where you're
exactly. It's a first world problem.
But
it's not a first world problem.
I mean, I know it's not.
It's literally not a first. I am talking. No, this is bullcrap. This is y'all not really understanding how historic y'all franchises are. That is absolute abject bullcrap coming from y'all. Literally, all of our franchises combined have won 50% of the championships in the NBA. Above that, that's abject bull.
Yeah, we account for 3 of them, Jake.
Do you know how many franchises have 3, Jerron?
I don't have that answer.
Okay, like 5.
Okay, so we're above average.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what Jerron is saying, Jake.
I'm not saying y'all to feel bad for me. I'm just saying that I have 5 years of evidence that free agents don't come to the Lakers. And y'all keep telling me to like wait off, and it's like, why?
Because y'all have a better chance of getting a free agent than any other team.
So basically,
through what evidence?
Because y'all in LA, y'all the first biggest market in the NBA.
Oh my god, that's just not been the case. That's what I keep trying to. It just has not been the case. It has not been the case. That's oh man, I wonder when this narrative started. I gotta do research and like really understand when this narrative started. Cause like that's just not been the case. I just want Powell wasn't a free agent. He got traded. Other than that, and that was in 08. I'm trying to figure out when's the last big one.
Did Dwight Thomas, y'all, did he get traded?
I think both got traded. I think both got traded. Both got traded, and one of them was a free agent, one that wasn't. But
let's find out. I got Google. I can do this.
I'm y'all keep trying to tell me, like, hey, you'll be fine because you know my team don't get anybody, but y'all teams got a legit chance getting to the finals this year. That's
okay, but okay, all right, Jake. So, and you're forgetting too. You're looking at it. If we don't get anybody, it's a failure. It's a failure for Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson should hold up his end of the bargain and step down. If they don't, because he said they would. If they don't get no superstars, he should step down.
Derek, you should have the same standard for Danny Ainge because Danny Ainge has been hoarding assets, and it looks like y'all windows passed to cash in on those assets.
It may happen, but I feel like getting the assets is way better than what most of any of the other GMs have done. And he's
what is wrong with y'all two?
Hold on, can I finish? Can I finish? Right?
I'm shocked y'all are just okay with y'all GMs just being okay.
I mean, Alan Brand is doing a great job this year.
Yes, yeah. and Jerron, in 3 years, just how good he is, you would be oh my goodness. I guess what I'm trying to say is, guys, y'all are in a better position than us right now, and y'all GMs, especially yours, Derek, you should be questioning him. A lot of people are starting to. Like, no, but Derek, you're too calm right now.
Okay.
Well, and that's what I want to tell you. Like, bro, at some point in time, they got to do something, right? Like,
okay. So are we shifting the?
Yes, because I'm done talking about my team, bro. We'll see. That's all I gotta say.
So here's the thing, okay? We already made a move. We already made a move for a big player. We traded for Kyrie Irving. We got him last year. He finished the season injured, and we're trying to see what the results of that are now. Kyrie Irving is not a restricted free agent. He is an unrestricted free agent. So you don't own his rights. So our plan of action moving forward is to see whether or not Kyrie Irving will stay with this team. Should he stay? Then I believe Danny Ainge will use his treasure trove of assets to get another marquee player if he wants to. Depending on how well this team does in the playoffs, it may not be necessary to change this team over. A lot of people thought this was a championship caliber team as it was. And if they do make it to the finals, in a scenario where Kevin Durant leaves, and the only team I see us losing to if we do get to the finals is the Lakers, unless the Thunder or the Nuggets prove themselves to be some type of juggernaut. If you see Kevin Durant going to a different team, why are you changing your team around? It's like the Raptors changing. No,
I agree with that, Derek, but GMs are supposed to be proactive, and I just don't think Danny Ainge has been proactive enough other than Kyrie since he's been.
Okay, so
he's acquiring assets, and what I'm saying is, Derek, y'all should have AD. Honestly,
we couldn't trade for AD this year.
No. I know that, Derek, but don't you? But
I mean,
What I'm saying is, well, Jerron's right. Jerron can be excluded from this because he's doing exactly his GM's doing exactly what I think GM should be actively aggressive. He has been actively aggressive at gypping people out of their picks, but he has done nothing with them and have let them decrease in value.
I want to give the Celtics a special case only because of what happened in the playoffs last year when you're missing your two best players.
Yeah, it's an anomaly.
You still go to.
I'm saying that, but Derek, are you not worried that if this offseason does not go your way, y'all are going to be stuck in limbo?
Well, I feel like when you have young assets and you have an influx of new talent because you have new picks, there's always a possibility you end up getting a transcendent player or a collective group of young, like good talent, which you can mold into whatever you want it to be. Because the emphasis on having picks is not the players, it's the idea. It's like playing the lottery. That's why it's called the draft lottery.
Yeah.
It's the if I get the opportunity to get this high pick, I can get whatever player I want at that point in the draft. And because I'm the best GM, I'm going to make the right decision. Right? That's why picks are more valuable than players. When players become more valuable than picks is when you're actually right? And I think Danny Ainge hit the nail on the head and got the best player of that. I'll say he got the best player in that draft in Jason Tatum. I think so. That's okay. And
maybe Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Derek. Donovan Mitchell's a 10-time. You would want Donovan Mitchell over Jason Tatum right now.
Okay, well, that's y'all. I feel like one
Derek,
player.
What do you mean that's y'all? He's objectively a better basketball. We're not going to do this. Okay, look, man, you can like him because he's on your team. We ain't about to be out here saying that Jason Tatum better than Donovan Mitchell.
Can I say Jason Tatum doesn't have the same ability to do what Donovan Mitchell does? Because his role on the offense is not, I'm going to be the main focus on the offense. Jason Tatum, it's the truth. It's the truth. Jason Tatum has to play behind sometimes two other guys. Jason Tatum doesn't get the shot volume that Donovan Mitchell gets. So, like, literally to compare them as players when they don't get the same run, I feel like isn't fair. I feel like Donovan Mitchell has.
I can't objectively put one over the other because even though Mitchell,
we can't say for a definitive fact. We do this all the time, but in this one specific, I'm so confused.
No, because what Jason Tatum showed in the playoffs is better to me than what Donovan Mitchell showed in this regular season.
I personally think Donovan Mitchell should be better than he's been this year. Me personally.
Oh my God. Okay.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell's also.
I'm gonna hop off this one.
Okay.
Because I'm legit shocked. We don't do this for no other player, but we're gonna do this for Jason Tatum. Okay, duly noted. Keep going.
I'm doing for Jason Tatum.
Other players
if you would have asked me this question before the playoffs last year, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, Donovan Mitchell, easy." But what Jason Tatum showed me in the playoffs is like, yeah, it's equal.
Okay. All right. I mean, go ahead, Derek. You were talking. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, right? Danny Ainge has given himself more time than most GMs have because he has his picks, and he has the ability to at least take more chances than most other GMs. Danny Ainge has, not for a lack of trying, that he hasn't been able to get marquee guys. Danny Ainge has probably almost made more bad decisions and had people slam the door in his face for fear of being fleeced than he has just sitting by. Y'all don't know this. I don't think y'all know this, but Danny Ainge on draft night was trying to give up 4 first-round picks for Justice Winslow. Let me say this again. On draft night, Danny Ainge.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to hear Danny Ainge just being He's being stingy with his picks.
I ain't saying stingy, Derek. I'm just saying.
I mean, if he's trying, right? If he's trying to make deals, objectively bad deals in retrospect, and they're not going through, then what are we talking about? Should he have done more for Paul George? A few months ago, Jake, if Danny Ainge makes the deal that he should have made for Paul George, you would have laughed for that face. You don't think Paul George is that type of player.
How many times I gotta say this to you? I don't believe he's at the caliber of Chris Bosh. I don't understand how many freaking times I have to say.
No, I was talking about Chris Bosh. I was just saying you don't think he can help a team win a championship like that.
Holy shit.
You did say something like that along those lines. You did say that.
I literally said up here on a podcast two podcasts ago that he could be your second or third option on a championship team. But to say he is as important to a basketball team as Chris Bosh was is false. That's all I said.
All right, so I'll
and
say
don't name yourself. Don't nickname yourself. And I just rib at him for that. That's it. That's all I say about Paul George. That's it. And you took that as you don't think Jake clearly don't think he's a good basketball player. Where did that come up at? That's like objectively a false thing. Like I shouldn't have an NBA basketball opinion if I believe Paul George is a bad basketball player or can't help you win. He helped Indiana. That Indiana team who couldn't hit water if they were in a boat get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Just didn't say he had the same impact as Chris Bosh. That's it, Derek. I've had to say this twice. That's it. And no, he would actually be very dope for y'all team right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely do think we need another 3 or 4 that can score and close consistently. So I think Marcus Morris has kind of used up all his juice. I think he should be taking out the starting line for Jaylen Brown.
He's been horrible this month.
Yeah, he's been pretty bad. But
I think they've been horrible because they don't like each other. But that's neither here nor there.
I feel like Marcus Morris is a hot and cold player in general.
Yeah,
I just feel like he is a serviceable starter, and to look at him for anything else is just asking for icing on a cake that won't have that much icing on. So anyway, right? You asked me why I'm calm. It's because we have these assets and we have options. Let's see. That's the other thing. If Kyrie leaves, we have options. If Kyrie stays, we have options. If we don't make a move next year, we still have options because we have more assets. Eventually,
what assets do y'all have?
You want me to go through the treasure trove? Okay, I got you.
You keep calling this a treasure trove, and it's okay. Keep going.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go get.
Drawing got to say nothing. Drawing's in the best position as a franchise than all of us.
No, I want to talk about the Celtics. I feel that Derek is calm because at this whole season, the Celtics has been kind of locked at where they're at for this whole season because Danny Ainge couldn't go get anybody of like superstar level because of the quote unquote Derrick Rose rule. So he couldn't go get AD or anybody of that caliber this season because you have to wait until Kyrie signs. So I feel like Derek's calm because he was like, this team is what we got. And besides maybe a bench player, we really can't do anything. And 2, he was also waiting to see what Gordon Hayward was going to do because you had to give Gordon Hayward time to come back from his injury. And then once he got back to being Gordon Hayward, then you got to see how the team meshes. Well, I don't know why I can't say that. But yeah, so I think he's calm because this whole season was literally let's see how this works type of season.
So
and I guess it's not working out for the best right now because nobody knows how this team is going to play in the playoffs. But yeah, the Celtics, they have options, like he said. He'll tell me all the options because I don't know all the options. I don't keep up with the Celtics. But they got options. They just need to focus on getting Kyrie to sign back because if Kyrie leaves, that is a big blow to them. But
certainly. But so here's a list of what the Celtics have coming up, right? So this year we get the Kings' top 1 protected pick, was probably be a lottery pick, late lottery pick, but lottery pick nonetheless. We get the Grizzlies pick as long as it falls outside the top 8, which probably won't. So it'll probably roll over to the next year, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be a 2020 pick. Yeah, there'll be a 2020 pick, and and we get the Clippers pick if it falls out of the top 14, which it will if the Clippers make the playoffs. So, and we got our own picks. So we got potentially 4 first-round picks this year that we could roll over if they don't convey, if they fall within a certain range that makes so that they don't convey, or we could just trade them and get picks later on for teams and maybe fleece them. Maybe a team wants the Kings pick and is willing to give us that year's pick and a future first rounder or a couple of future first rounders. When you have options, you give yourself more options through trading. In 2020, we get the Grizzlies pick. If we don't get it this year, then we'll get it next year. The Clippers pick. Well, if we don't get it this year, we will get it the next year, and we will have our own pick. So we potentially will have 3 picks in 2020, assuming that we don't trade any of those other picks from the first year. And then in 2021. We'll get the Grizzlies pick again if it hasn't conveyed in our own pick. And in 2022, we'll get our own pick. But that's not to mention any of the other picks that we could have traded for in the previous 2 to 3 years prior. So we have options. We could also trade some of our young players because they are assets. Now, what would you trade your young players for if the situation doesn't work? If the chemistry doesn't match and the team isn't proven and shown to be able to win. But we wouldn't have to do that because we've shown at least with that group of young players, we are a competitive playoff team. What would tip the balance would be to trade for a superstar. We have what we believe to be our superstar on the roster. If he stays, it's great. If not, then we will move him. But we, as a team, the Celtics are in a unique situation because they are very well built. They just need we just need the key to make us go. I feel like that's what was shown last year. If we had a closer, if we had a guy to help us out, we'd be in the NBA Finals. Now, to beat the Warriors, that team is a different beast. But if that team breaks up next year, well, then you're not really worried about them anymore. So you don't have to solve that riddle because that riddle's been put in the shredder. So that's why I'm not worried. If we don't win this year, well, number one, it would be great if we beat the Warriors. If we went to the finals, if we don't go to the finals this year, then I'll look at it. Okay, this year was an abject failure, and I will be disappointed, but I won't be surprised because of what I saw from the regular season. Like after looking at this team, after examining the fact that we were trying to incorporate Gordon Hayward, who would not play with the team, incorporate a Kyrie Irving who was trying to establish because this is a contract year for Kyrie Irving. This is a contract year. This isn't a year 3. And a 6-year deal where he's just trying to win. This is, I got to make sure I get potentially the last big contract of my career because you never know what happens. Because this is the big deal for Kyrie. Like this is after his rookie extension. So this is a contract year. He has to ball out. And it may not be all that conducive to his system or winning, but you have to make sure you look like you are a marquee superstar. You are a max level free agent. So if we keep him, that's great. But I also look at it like, okay, there are factors. Kyrie trying to prove he's worth it. Gordon Hayward's trying to make sure he secures his value. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are trying to play to prove that they're worth max rookie extensions. Terry Rozier is trying to play. A lot of guys aren't just playing to win. A lot of guys are trying to play for financial security. So that it's just a weird mixture of guys trying to prove that they can play outside this system, that they're unique players upon their own right, where last year was just about winning. I feel like if we could remove those distractions, we get back to winning. We could go back to a winning culture where people are willing to play more for themselves than they are for each other. And I feel like if we get to that point, hopefully next year we can offer Jason Tatum a max extension, so you didn't have to worry about, hey, I gotta prove my worth. Because a lot of NBA circles, once you get that first rookie deal, okay, now it becomes about winning. A lot of Kyrie's early years in Cleveland weren't about winning because he was trying to prove that he was worth that max rookie extension. And once he proved he was worth that max rookie extension, LeBron came. But we forget Kyrie was slowly starting to help that team creep up. They probably would have made the playoffs if LeBron never came, especially if they had Andrew Wiggins and Andrew. I take that back. Okay, but all right. They probably would have ended up being a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, I'm not worried because we have options, and this season isn't over. And even if Kyrie falls through, I feel like the future is bright so long as we can keep our young players, which we'll be able to keep because we won't have Kyrie under the cap, and we'll just be able to extend them. And then we'll have those other picks which I just mentioned to you, and we'll have the ability to get other picks if we trade those picks or we trade some players. That's why.
All right, man.
Like this year, my word, hell yes.
Okay, that's all I want. That's all I want to hear, Derek. That's all I wanted to hear. I'm just saying, man. I've seen GMs sit on shit, bruh, and let them shits decrease, and then the NBA changes so rapidly, man. It's different. It's a different sport. It's a different animal nowadays, man.
Oh, I believe you.
Like Derek, it just changes so rapidly. And look at the Clippers, man. Like the beginning of the year, nobody thought the Clippers were going to be a destination for people that want to go. And now look at them. Look how rapidly your Clippers picks went from being, okay, we're going to get some top 10 picks to now you don't know if them assets are going to be worth this much. I'm not saying I'm wishing for that. I'm not.
The Clippers picks were going to be going back to the Clippers if they are lottery picks next year anyway. So it would be in 2021. No, actually, no. If by 2020 the Clippers picks don't turn into don't be outside the lottery, we wouldn't have gotten them. So we weren't relying. We were relying on the Clippers to be a borderline team. We get a 15 through 30. So the Clippers are going to be right where we want them to be. If they end up getting deep into the playoffs, okay, whatever. You just hope you can get a value player. But yeah, I agree with you in terms of the Clippers and in terms of the NBA changing. I feel like that's part of why we look at Magic and we're like, damn, you guys have mismanaged this situation, because they look at the NBA and they're acting like it's 2016, 2017. They're acting like it's Paul George asking to be traded to the Lakers, and it sat on that. I feel like Danny Ainge, if he's like that, he at least has more options than just Paul George.
Yes.
So,
yeah, I can't say nothing about the 76ers because I think they GM is the executive of the year. So, yeah.
The 76ers problem right now is to make sure. Well, what's going to happen with Jimmy Butler? We don't know. We'll find out.
Let him go.
What's going to happen with Joel's knee?
Joel's knee is fine.
Derek,
I thought there was an actual problem until they said that this man had a 36-minute full contact practice before the what game was that?
It's called protecting your asset, bro. That's all.
This man literally had a sweat-inducing full contact 36-minute warm up before the game started against. It was the game right before the Chicago game. I forgot who was playing. But when I saw that, I'm like, so there's nothing wrong with him. They just rested him.
Yeah, this is called a rest before the playoffs.
They're just being extra precautionary.
All I'm saying, guys, is y'all should not have this mindset. I hope and pray to God y'all are a lot more ambitious about y'all team's futures than this. I'm just saying the last 5 years has been trash for me. Now, Jerron, I know the last 5 years has been trash for you, but the last 2 years has been litty. So you can't say nothing. And same thing with you, Derek.
You can't say nothing either.
I was not planning on saying anything. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I really don't have nothing to complain. The only thing I complain about is that we don't play well.
Yeah.
And that if we cut the Celtics in the first round,
but that's what I'm saying. But don't that well, John, not really you, because all y'all guys are under contract, so never mind. But Derek, don't it worry you, bro, that like y'all not playing well, and then Kyrie can leave, and then if y'all don't get
But Jake, what are you talking about? We can lose Butler and Harris this all season.
Yes.
Y'all still gonna be lit.
Yeah,
maybe sure, but
like you are seriously underestimating how good both of them gonna be. Like you really are.
No, I know Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid gonna be good. That's not the problem. Is we gave away a lot of assets to get Harris and Butler, and if they both just walk,
that's true.
Like we gave away our bench depth for Butler.
That's true.
We gave Roy Landry Shamet and the Miami first round pick for Harris. Like now, I think Harris will sign because Harris seems like he really likes being in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna throw a max at him.
And I think it's because the 76ers is like the first team that really told Harris, like, yo, we think you'll be a part of our future. And Harris, I think Harris tired of getting traded. So I think Harris is like, yeah, cool. My family from New York. I'm in Philadelphia. They want me. They'll throw me a max. I think Harris is staying. I'm not really worried about him, but there is that potential that he could leave too. So you got to throw it in there. Butler, I don't know what. Nobody knows what Jimmy is thinking. So I don't know how that's going to work. And at the same time, we got to figure out if they can even mesh together. So I still don't understand why I can't say that word today. But yeah, we don't know if that chemistry is going to work out. Maybe it would be better at Jimmy Lee. We don't. It's unknown. And as of right now, as of March 8th, 2019, I don't know if we are going to be able to have a long playoff push because.
So basically, y'all would be in my position if y'all were not in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, basically. 76ers at least. I don't know about the Celtics, but without it, well, no, we still wouldn't be in your position because we have
y'all lit.
Simmons.
Y'all are lit. That's what I'm saying. Jerron, if I had a competent GM and a competent owner and a competent coach, and we didn't make the playoffs because of injury and we had no drama, I wouldn't be as mad, bro. But it's like we had a situation in which everybody in the party willingly threw gasoline and aviation fuel on the fire. And I think
that's just a product of LeBron James coming because LeBron James speed up any process. That's kind of the reason why I didn't want LeBron to sign with the Sixers.
I mean, yeah, I was skeptical. Yes. And Golden State has no bench, but we're not going to talk about that. They don't.
You have 5 All-Stars on your starting lineup. I want to expect your team to have a bench.
No, they're going to win a championship. It's going to be first championship. I know that they're going to win this off the strength of their starting lineup alone. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. We're done with the NBA. I'm off this. Yeah. So, I don't really care going to MVP. I got James Harden winning. Somebody got Giannis winning. Yeah. Derek, who you got?
I
got James. It's the first time. Remember, I don't think James should have won the Steph year, and I don't think James should have won the Russell Westbrook year. He should have won last year.
James should have won the Russell Westbrook year.
No, he should. Oh my God, y'all.
He should have, bro.
This man was legit the most important basketball player on his team. And you don't think he should have won MVP? That's crazy.
I honestly think it's very honest.
This is where this is legit the season where I think James Harden was legit the most important basketball player on his team. I think the Milwaukee Bucks still make the playoffs without him. Without
if they did, they sneak in at the 8th.
Houston Rockets are a lottery team without James Harden. James Harden's doing 06 Kobe stuff. Kobe didn't win the MVP that year, which is a tragedy.
Yes, Steve.
He's literally one of the biggest snubs in the history of sports. Period.
I'm just saying, Giannis took his team to the first seed and they're coasting. I think Giannis got it, just based off NBA history.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that, Jerome. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just
Russell Westbrook, technically, he got it because he averaged a triple double. Russell Westbrook doesn't average that triple double.
Same reason.
It's hard to use that.
But he got it for the same reason that James Harden. Oh my goodness, they were legit important. The difference is with Houston that year, they still would have made the playoffs without him. Just that year, they would have. OKC would have been a lottery team. That's the difference. He was more valuable. That's it. While averaging a triple double, and he might do it for 3 straight years in a row.
No, what I'm saying, I'm saying it's just based on NBA history. Usually, your team is either a top 1 or 2 seed in your conference. When you win the MVP, the anomaly is Russell Westbrook's year of winning it, but that's because he made history, average a triple double. So it was it through the other, I don't call them rules, but the usual that's thrown out because he made history, average a triple double. But as you saw, the next year he did it again, but it didn't matter that time.
No.
So I'm just saying, based on NBA history, unless James Harden brings the Rockets to the second seed, Giannis got it.
Yeah, he had a historic season. His historic season outmatched Russ Westbrook's second historic season. Plus, Russ Westbrook then had Paul George.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's another reason why I think Giannis can win because Giannis doesn't have another superstar with him. He barely got an All-Star because Chris Middleton just became an All-Star a month ago.
Jerron, let me tell you something. James Harden won't want Chris Middleton over Chris Paul right now. Chris Paul had one dope season, and that's going to be it in Houston, and they gave him $30 million a year. That's probably going to be the worst contract in basketball next year.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely the worst contract in basketball. No questions asked.
That is a mud contract.
I'm just saying, but Chris Paul is an All-Star, and
Chris Paul
wasn't until a month ago.
Yeah, that's fair. Chris Paul, Hall of Famer. So it's
exactly. Like he got a Hall of Fame point guard, and Giannis has Chris Middleton.
Well, okay, but like we gotta understand, Chris Paul is a Hall of Fame point guard for 20% of the season. 30% of the season he's injured, and the other 50% he's an all right point guard at this point in his career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. James Harden has to be dope every game.
He does.
Every game. I don't think Giannis got to be dope like that every game.
He doesn't.
He's going to win it, though.
Yeah, because he took the Bucks to the first seed, and nobody expected that. Because you got to think, the MVP thing is a media thing. So just look at the media. Giannis got it. They already claiming Giannis is the best basketball player over LeBron James. I already seen that narrative last week on First Take / Undisputed. So, like I said, just look at the media because the MVP is a media award. Giannis got it. Because James Harden's not even second in that race in the media. Paul George is second. So
no. Okay, look, man. It looks like I'm hating on Paul George. There's abjectly no reason that Paul George should finish with more votes than James Harden. Absolutely.
I'm just saying what the media
honestly, this should be a close vote. This should really be a close vote. This shouldn't be a blowout. This should be 45% James Harden and 55%, or maybe even closer than that. This should really come down to who do you just prefer, or who you think had more impact. This should be a close race.
I will say Paul George has had a great season.
No. He's a clear third. It's only 3. Like,
Paul George, James Harden, and Giannis.
Don't tell me nothing about Jokic. Jokic shouldn't even be in this race. It's
Yeah,
really
no,
Paul
yeah,
George, James Harden, and Giannis. And all three should get first place votes. Like, seriously. Like, seriously.
Paul George not going to win it because he has Russell Westbrook.
Right, exactly. And Russell Westbrook is averaging another triple-double this year. And that just, like, they both feed off of each other. They both take away
Paul George. But I'm just saying, compared to ESPN and Fox Sports, it's Giannis, Paul George, James Harden.
That's crazy.
So the fact that James Harden is third in the media right now is not looking good for James Harden. I think Giannis got it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't see how a dude for the last 3 years has been in the top 2 MVP voting and then has his best statistical season.
And it doesn't help James Harden that he just won it last year because people get tired of people don't want to vote the same person twice. Especially since James Harden been in the MVP conversation for like 3 years in a row, maybe 4. So I think people are getting tired of James Harden.
That's sad. That's sad. Well,
that's just how the media bias go.
Yeah,
we all know it.
Yeah, that's the truth, bro. You're one of
LeBron should have won more MVPs if it wasn't for media fatigue.
It's kind of ridiculous. LeBron only got 4 MVPs.
So yeah, it's just fatigue. People get tired of voting for the same person. They want to see something new.
It's really weird. You have this thing in sports where people get tired of greatness.
Yeah,
well, that's human nature.
Yeah.
What?
It's human nature.
Derek, if that's not the most hustling backwards shit, that is so true though. Yeah. That is so hustling backwards. I get tired of being great, so I'm gonna be mediocre for a year.
No. I mean, I'm tired of watching.
No. I understand what you're saying. It's just that's crazy though. I'm tired of seeing. Like, I never get tired of the Patriots. I'll never will. I used to, but I'm like, why would I hate this? This is just like excellence personified. It's so stupid. Ooh, segue NFL. See how I did that?
Yeah. Speaking of,
so Colin Kaepernick, Colin Kaepernick got $100 million.
How do you know that?
That number come out?
I'm just speaking that to universe because I hope he got $100 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope he secured many bags.
Okay, I'm like, damn, like that was between 50 and
70. The rumor is it is anywhere between 60 and 100. They basically paid him an NFL quarterback contract up front. A starting NFL quarterback money up front.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take out lawyer fees and stuff, but yeah, you got the bag.
Yeah. Do you think he plays again?
I don't see why he would want to.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to. That's a barbaric sport.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some time. You know what I mean? Like, he's a respected speaker. He has financial security now, which is a lot of the reason why he did play football. Now, I mean, realistically, it all depends on how much he actually loves the game. If he loves the game of football that much, he's kept himself in shape, I could definitely see him coming in and trying to compete for a starting spot. But it's been such a long time. I don't know if he just picks it up like that. But personally, if it was me, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. And I'm trying to start some businesses for myself. You know what I mean? I'll try to help. I'm trying to help some other people out playing football. It was an avenue to get me to somewhere, but I don't love the sport like that, so I can't speak like him. I can't speak for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. The real reason I want to talk about the NFL today, though, is did you see David Irving's IG live video today, guys?
No.
Do y'all know who David Irving is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he retired from the NFL on IG Live, right?
I heard something like that.
Yeah, basically he got popped for doing marijuana and he quit because he's like, y'all keep forcing us to take these opioids and they are like legit killing me. And I just want to smoke weed so I can self-medicate. And if y'all are going to be overlords over this type of self-medication, then I'm kind of done playing. And I respect him. I respect it, bro. I do. It's literally the most two-faced thing ever. It really is, bro. And that's why I'm done with the NFL. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. It's so barbaric, bro. You can't let these guys do CBD. Like literally, the NFL could change its whole perception if they just allow CBD use. That'd be the most progressive thing to happen in the sports league since free agency. Seriously. Seriously. I'm being so serious. That might sound hyperbolic, but it's not.
I think in a lot of ways it would be. Yeah. All right, John, you want to start?
No, go ahead.
Nah, man. I've spoken a lot. We need to hear from you.
I mean, I'm not well versed in the situation because I'm just hearing this for the first time. So
no, I wanted y'all to hear it for the first time. I just want to get what y'all like immediate thoughts are.
I mean, the NFL got too many problems, bro. It's not. I don't know. Because on one hand, yeah, they probably should just let the players do what they want to do in terms of marijuana use. But at the same time, there is policy in place that hasn't been exited right now. So, like, I can see his side. I can see the NFL side. And being that I don't have no research on this, I don't know all the details. So, I see both sides as for right now. And we'll see where it goes and if they'll legalize it. Because something's going to have to happen in the NFL because with all these problems that keep compounding and compounding, NFL is going to have to change if it wants to stay the most popular sport in America. So we'll see where this goes. It's sad that a player that's only, 27 is retiring for something like this. But
it's 25, actually.
Like 25? Oh, I bet. That's even more crazy. Like, he just got started. Like, that's, yeah.
Okay. But see, this is the thing, man. Like, this is my thing with me. Like, if we acknowledge the problems with football, the NFL in general, and we know it's going to take radical things to have them change and to decides to do something radical to take a stand, why do we call him crazy for it?
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is what it is. All right, David Irving has the ability. I don't know how much money he's made over the course of his career. Hopefully, he's broken 7 figures collectively over his playing time. I don't know how much time he missed for his previous suspensions because they do take away checks for that. Yeah. But hopefully he has enough money saved so he can start a business, or maybe he has enough money just to live, or maybe his family has something set up. Whatever the case may be, David Irving's in a situation that most of us can only dream about. Because if the populace could just leave the workforce in protest of drug testing and unfairness, it would change things so quick because we'd have so many talented people just not working. Not only the people who use, marijuana recreationally, but people in support. If you could just do that, stuff would change overnight. And I do respect that. Ultimately, I feel like it's a real we're in a very interesting time because we really have to start looking at businesses and start asking ourselves, not just the NFL, just every business and corporation that has these rules in place. We got to start asking them why they're being so not regressive, but just so slow to act in these situations. You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard of anybody in the NBA, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same numbers, being, like he mentioned this, being popped and suspended for marijuana. It's pretty much well known. I think a lot of basketball players either have played high or play high regularly. I'm not saying the overall majority, but I feel like that sports which is way less intense, on the body. A lot of players still find it necessary to do that. Which shows you, for football, I can't imagine, if you feel like that's the only healthy way you can medicate yourself, that you can't do that. It's just crazy. I don't think he's crazy for doing it. The only thing I think is crazy is that he gives up the ability to make, potential lifetime / generational wealth for his and his family. But you can look at it from him trying to take care of himself or him trying to send a message, and him actually believing in this. Because it's one thing to be like, a guy that just is in it for himself and is, going to sulk back once he gets unsuspended and try to milk more dollars out of the NFL. But it's another thing to actually take a stand and be like, this is wrong. And I definitely respect anybody who is willing to sacrifice something for what they believe is right. Now, being known at the NFL, my thing is, it's really tricky because ultimately the NFL will lose prominence as demographics change in the country. I feel like anybody who supports that mentality of, well, you shouldn't do drugs on the job and marijuana, people who still have those like held beliefs and don't really understand the science of CBD or how addiction works, or just basically people who are too fearful to learn and understand what they're actually talking about. More and more of those people are going to be leaving the population, or I don't want to say that, but the population is going to change and more people are going to get educated. So if the NFL can't keep up, they'll just end up cannibalizing themselves because they're acting slowly. Now, I respect.
That's why I said the NFL is going to have to change. The thing is that as of right now, their major fan base are the people that you were just describing.
Mm-hmm.
So as of right now, the NFL is not going to change because if the NFL was to go and change the marijuana rule, they'll get more backlash than what helps them at the moment. So that's why the NFL is not going to change. Not right now.
The sport ultimately itself is just inherently too flawed for it to be successful 25 years from now. Like by the time I'm 50, I expect the NFL to be radically different from what it is today because they are losing their influx of young athletic talent. More and more parents are saying, play soccer, play basketball, play baseball. Like baseball literally is benefiting so much from the bad optics of the NFL right now. Like Kyler Murray almost went and just played baseball. Like it's because he loved playing football so much as a kid, and it's idolized, wanting to be a quarterback and being like his dad. He ended up wanting to just play football. But more and more kids won't have that connection. More and more kids won't even have the opportunity to play football. So if the NFL is going to be reactive, then in 20 years the league won't exist the way we see it, or it won't exist at all. It could just collapse. It could go bankrupt, and that would make me sad. But it would be something that would need to be done because that's the way business works. You either adapt or you fall. So, I respect you, Jake, if you feel like you need to just say no to the NFL and be done with it, because there's so many other things you can do, so many other sports you can enjoy, that if you really don't enjoy the product and you don't really support the business and the ideas and the mentality of the people who run it, don't support it. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
another thing is my team's trash. I hate my organization. I hate the owners.
I mean, yeah, but you're already
Like,
voted.
it makes it necessarily really easy to do this. Like, plus, I mean, I watched last year I watched last year to help my dad out with his league, and they ended up cheating him out of it, and that just left a bad taste in my mouth. So it's like,
They cheated him out of it. What happened?
oh yeah, like his boss cheated.
That's
Ow.
crazy.
I statistically had a team that was supposed to win the league. Derek, within the first 3 weeks, this dude had Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Patrick Mahomes, and I think Ezekiel Elliott on his team in 3 weeks. Yeah, Derek, like cheating. Like my dad's coworkers were actively giving their boss the best players so they could kiss up.
Wow, tragic.
So, yeah.
That's disgusting.
It really is. Like that's
Yeah, so I was like, okay. Like
Everybody in the office is trash.
Yeah,
pretty much. Then so that's when my dad's like, I'm done with fantasy sports. And I'm like, I'm with you. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Cause like, dog, we had Robert Woods, we had DeAndre Hopkins, we had Deshaun Watson, and we had Matt Ryan. Both of them quarterbacks went to the Pro Bowl last year.
mm-hmm.
Both the quarterbacks combined threw for 60 touchdowns. Okay. Both wide receivers caught over 5 touchdowns. Like, he had Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron was the leading tight end receiver this year, dog. And he lost the league. We drafted all these guys. We didn't trade for anybody. We drafted this. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm just done. Like, no, I'm okay. I'm cool with just basketball. I'm cool with the only professional sport I really fuck with in America is basketball. I'm done with baseball. Don't tell me nothing about the Yankees, bro.
You're wild.
Yeah, Derek, you remember that is my team.
You're wild. You're done with the Yankees.
Yeah, Derek, like this offseason pissed me off that bad.
Really?
Yes, this is literally the antithesis of what Hank Steinbrenner built. When Hal Steinbrenner built was an aggressive, smart franchise that did everything in this possible to win. And we couldn't get Manny Machado.
Y'all need arms in the bullpen. What do you care about Manny Machado? Oh my
Derek, it's the fact that we didn't attempt. So what makes you think we're gonna do anything to help our pitchers? We didn't do anything, Derek. We did not do. Derek, what name of free agent we signed?
I know.
That's a problem, fam. That's a problem.
Well, it's not like this year's free agent class of pitchers were like stellar. I'll definitely we had to re-sign Severino. Y'all did. And okay, do you want to overpay for whatever middling pitcher was on the market, or
No,
like who was on the market y'all are gonna
Derek,
pick up?
Derek, we literally did not have a shortstop in the third baseman, and Manny Machado was right there. We're going in with the weakest defensive third base and shortstop situation in the MLB, and we had a chance to get one of the best defensive third basemen and shortstops in the MLB on top of one of the best bats, and we could not offer him a contract.
I save that money though for Judge.
Okay, Derek, whatever, man.
I mean, like, what do you want me to tell you? What are you telling me?
I don't care. Yeah.
I mean, you're still gonna have one of the best hitting lineups in baseball. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, Derek, you're not wrong. I'm just, I'm tired of winning 90 games and then losing in the either wild card or the divisional series. I'm tired of it.
Hey, trades happen in baseball too.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Dang. You gave me everything. You gave me the everything's fine. I'm fine right there. Okay. We moving on. Dang.
I've never seen the Warriors explode in a quarter like this. This is nuts.
What do you mean you've never seen the Warriors?
No, bro. They scored 32 points in the first quarter, and then they didn't score at all for 8 minutes. And now they're up 17. That's crazy.
Did you not watch the 76ers versus Warriors game last season?
Okay, that was an anomaly.
No, that's just the Warriors.
Clay got 27, bro. In the first quarter. In the first half, I mean. Clay gonna go for 60. Oh, God.
What do you think about these coaches getting exposed for these offers? Like, I think they just need to make the NCAA like.
Oh, Derek,
Hey,
you want to get into that? You want to get into that about the
these
FBI program?
kids.
Derek, do you know how they got caught?
Oh.
The suit.
What's happening?
The suit man, bro. How you let the suit man? Okay, basically, Jerron is basically the FBI has for the last 2 years been conducting an FBI probe on the NCAA basketball as a whole, and a lot of big time college basketball coaches have gotten implicated and are probably going to lose their jobs and their reputations off of this. Rick Pitino's already lost his job off of it. Like the whole sex scandal thing the whole sex scandal and having prostitutes in the dorm couldn't end his career. Wait, what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, all of that couldn't end his career, but apparently paying $150,000 for a recruit did. So he's out of, and that's a college basketball Hall of Famer. You know, that's a multiple-time national champion head coach. He's done. He's done. So the coaches who are implicated is Will Wade from LSU, Jim Boeheim from Syracuse, Bill Self in Kansas, and Seth Miller in Arizona. And I just named 3 of the most historic basketball programs on the planet. That's Arizona, Kansas, and Syracuse. All of these guys will be out of a job in a year. And it's all because the suit man from Atlanta, the suit man ratted on everybody, bro. It's crazy. So basically, the suit man got caught up in like fraud, and basically, the suit man was like, "Okay, I'll avoid jail time if I tell you about this stuff I've been hearing about." And the FBI is like, "What are you talking about?" Well, you know, my case has nothing to do with anything, but you know, these college basketball coaches, bro, they've been just like paying off all these recruits. And the FBI was like, "Ooh, tell me more." And so the bag man ratted, and yeah. It's brought college basketball to his knees, man. And I hope, Jerron, my hope is that they that ultimately this case and this probe forces them to
Hello?
Yeah, you good, Derek.
All right, dang.
I hope this FBI probe forces them to, like, you know, relook at paying guys in college basketball or just in college sports in general. But the suit man, the dude that makes the cheap NBA basketball suits in Atlanta, that's the dude that got you fired. That's crazy.
Well, I guess it's a good time for the NBA to go ahead and let people come straight out of high school.
I think that's honestly, John, I think that's why they're gonna change the rule next year, bro.
And then they need to go ahead and push G League situation.
Yo, I've been trying to say this, that like college football should be the one to pay players, because college football is already a bigger, more pageantry driven business than college basketball. But you know, like it or not, college basketball is becoming obsolete. Like, I would just rather the G League start paying these kids like $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and have the NBA, because their revenue keeps going up. Like, take care of them and then take care of the WNBA. That's what I would like over the next 5 years to happen. Like, if you wanted the top 20 basketball players, you know, in high school, the G League be like, we'll throw you a bag to come play 30 games. You know?
Learn the system, you know what I mean? play with some NBA players. Be a better player than just coming out half-assed to play in the NBA or playing with guys you're better than and having distractions at school. I think honestly, if I feel like the what am I trying to say? Okay, I feel like the getting rid of the necessity for players to go to go play for college is actually going to be one of the tipping stones in American culture with college as a necessity in general. Because I feel like everyone just thought it was benevolent to make these guys go play a year in college, not only because it would make them better players, but because academia would somehow make them better people and more rounded people. And in a lot of respects, going to college opens you up to new experiences. Those experiences aren't necessarily better or worse than being like having a year in the workforce or just doing something else. It's just a guaranteed experience in which you get to meet a whole host of different people depending on the type of school you go to. Some of the schools are closed-minded. Some of the schools are private, so you'd only go with like-minded people. You go to a big university school or a school that has, just a bunch of diversity, then yeah, you would have that experience. But ultimately, we gotta look at college for what it is. It's a very, 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 very expensive experience and learning tool that you probably could make better do of with just sending people to work and intern in their respective fields. Not everyone needs to learn how to do calculus to like be an artist or algebra for that matter. And a chemist doesn't necessarily need the history of motion pictures. But here we are, just making kids take electives or making basketball players go and play somewhere they probably don't want to play when they're wasting a year or years off their careers, potentially risking injuries. Like, has Zion played since the shoe ripped?
No.
Okay. So, for all we know, there's a cover up going on. Zion's really hurt, and he's trying to work through it so he gets drafted number 1 overall. All because he wanted to, he had to play a year in college. I think any change isn't soon enough. I feel like it's just time, and I feel like we need to make degrees more important in the country by not making it so that everyone just gets one to get one. So that was my whole little diatribe on college. I do think it's a great experience, but we are devaluing college not only for players but as a country, but it's making it something that's a standard when it really doesn't mean anything if you're just doing it to do it. But I'm done.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Totally agree. Yeah. Like, it's kind of hard with college football because college football makes way more money than college basketball. So
college football just needs to pay the players because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the system's in place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you can't go out of high school and go play in the NFL. They will literally pile drive your little 18-year-old ass into the turf. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you need to spend 2 to 3 years in college football to let your body mature and like learn how to play and adjust to the speed of that, so you can adjust to the speed of the NFL. Like college football, just gotta go pay guys 100%. The infrastructure is there.
Well, the thing about college football too is that they're your best guy in high school. Like when he goes and plays college football, I feel like because of just the sheer volume, is way less likely to be the. You know what I mean? Like when you have like all Americans in basketball, you could almost tell which ones are going to make it to the league, especially the top picks. But with like 5-star recruits in like football, it's way less likely that guy is going to be the
big
one.
fact. Big fact.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
very true. Yes.
What's his Fields. I think Jacob Fields or something. I forget what his name was. Old quarterback for UGA before Jake Fromm took his job, right?
No. Jake Fromm was the no. Okay, so let me explain. Before Jacob Fromm got there, it was Jacob Eason.
Jacob Eason,
was the five-star
I
quarterback
meant,
from
I meant
Washington.
Eason, yeah.
He got hurt the
regular
first game
season. Jake Fromm took over
and led
transfer.
Georgia to the national championship. Didn't lose the job, and then while Jacob Fromm was the starter this year, Justin Fields, who was the #1 quarterback coming out, not the cat at Clemson that just won the national championship as a freshman. They both came from Georgia, one from Cartersville and one from I forgot where Justin Fields played, but he was the #1 quarterback. They were the #1 and #2 players in the country in high school football. Justin Fields goes to Georgia. Trevor Lawrence from Cartersville goes to Clemson. He goes and wins the national championship. Justin Fields sits on the bench at Georgia, right? But he wants to play because he's like the #1 recruit in the country. So he goes and transfers to Ohio State. He sends in an appeal, and he's eligible to play this upcoming season. So that's like how that all broke down. But it's like, it's really hard to tell which 5-star recruit is going to happen. Jacob Eason transferred to Washington back to his home state, and he is going to be the starter this season coming up in college football. He had to set out.
Isn't Washington like a degenerate program to this day?
No, Derek, they were in the Rose Bowl last year.
Really?
Yes, Derek, they almost beat Ohio State.
Bro, I don't remember Washington being good since like Jacob
Walker. Well, unlike USC, they have a competent football coach, and his name is Chris Peterson. You know the dude who turned Boise State into a powerhouse?
Yeah, I remember watching Boise State play on that nasty turf.
That turf is not nasty. That turf is beautiful.
That turf's an eyesore, bro. It gave me a serious headache the first time I had to watch people play on that field.
Yeah. Derek, birds have seizures when they fly over it.
I mean, I bet.
Yeah. But Washington's a really good program. And now that Jacob Eason's up there, he's going to make it shape. So, like you said, it's really hard for 5-star recruits to really pan out. It's easy for a 5-star recruit in basketball. Because if you're damn near a 5-star recruit in basketball, you are a bona fide rookie in the NBA.
Pretty much.
I'll say, you're a 5-star recruit in basketball. You should be playing in the NBA. You just have to go to college for 1 year because you have to.
Yeah. Like, the scaling of sport is completely different.
Because your impact as well, in your team's ability to build around you, because of the nature of basketball. Like, if I have Ben Simmons, and I see him as a high schooler, I'll just build a roster around him. But it's not so much a proven product if I have a Jake Fromm or a Toa, whatever his name is.
Tungavaloa.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen to what's his face?
Who?
The other quarterback for Alabama, is he transferring or is he getting drafted this year?
Oh, oh God, what's his name? Blanked on it. Oh, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
He transferred
to Oklahoma, bro. He's gonna play. He was a graduate. He's a graduate transfer, Derek. He already graduated from Alabama, so he can just go transfer and go play. That's how it works in college football. If you graduate, you can just transfer anywhere you want.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. They're becoming more and more. They're becoming less and less strict on the transfer rules, which is really dope. I like that.
Well, it's also too because with the way I figure with the old way college football was, if you spent if you did your job to recruit a player, you want to want that sour taste in your mouth if an Alabama came and saw, okay, that kid could be nice, he could be our backup, and just stole him away from you after you spent after you did your time to duly recruit that player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably just sour grapes, that whole transfer where you can't play for a year because people are tired of losing money. Recruiting.
It doesn't work as nefarious as that sounds. It really doesn't work that way. Because most of these kids come in and have an ego. Granted, do you have to have an ego to get to this far?
and they think they can go beat out anybody, and they like competition. But at the end of the day, you want to do what's best for you. But it doesn't necessarily work out the way you say it does. Like, I understand why people would think that though, but it doesn't work out as bad as what that is. Like, you have these big time programs just sniping away people because certain conferences have certain rules. Like, just because the NCAA says something doesn't mean that the SEC says anything. Like, the SEC, Derek, most of the college basketball coaches control whether they can let you out of the scholarship or not. And that's all predicated on if you will transfer out of the conference. See? Yeah, the NCAA is a governing body that has no teeth. Basically.
When it's time to hand out them sanctions, and when it's time to give you that death penalty, they got the teeth then.
Yes, basically. Yes. 100%. You're starting to get it. Yes. Yeah. It's a bullshit organization. Yes. And no, I'm not saying that because they put USC on sanctions because Reggie Bush took $600,000 because his family was broke and they moved his family to LA. No, I'm not saying that as that. I'm just saying that they have done really bad things to other programs other than us. Like, I think we should have been on probation. We shouldn't have been on that bad of a probation. No, it's not equal. It's not fair. It's kind of like the criminal justice system in America. There's not an equal amount of justice. So that's the problem. But
Yeah,
I think in 10 years it's going to be a lot different. I think college basketball is going to look a lot different. I think in 10 years, college football is going to look a lot different. And I think college football will get played. And I think college basketball, you will get the scraps of the top 25. After the top 25 high school basketball players go to the NBA, after that, those are the recruits you're going to recruit. So, like, people are going to start going after the top 26 or top 30th guy as their top guy they want to get. That's what I think is going to end up happening.
I feel like it would be better, honestly. It'd be more competitive because you wouldn't have overwhelming talents dictating the direction of programs. And you would have more kids being able to get scholarships because it would trickle down. So,
yes, it would be more competitive, Derek, and then kids will stay longer.
Yeah, because they would want to go.
Yeah, and then you'll have more exciting basketball in college basketball. I think that's like the best. That's the best idea. But it just depends on, will Nike and Adidas and Puma and Under Armour and college basketball and NCAA get on board? Because the NBA seems like they want to do this really bad.
How did Puma become
money
outhouse, bro?
Money.
Because Puma has a lot of money.
Money, Derek.
Money.
Derek, you realize
third top shoe brand?
Yeah, Derek, they're the second shoe brand in Europe. Like, they are massive, dude. They have a massive soccer following, dude. They are like a gigantic kit maker in soccer around the world.
Okay, my fault. I did not realize that.
Yeah, they're German, bro.
You know, the person who made Puma is the brother of the dude who made Adidas.
Or Adidas. It's really
Adidas. Yeah, but they were brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers, Derek. Hey, Derek, did you know they made Nazi uniforms? Not gonna.
Well, that's why they're not the same company.
Yes,
because the brother that was with Puma was sided with the Nazis.
Yes,
his brother didn't.
Yes,
that's why it's Adidas and Puma, and they're not one company.
Yes,
under one family.
Yeah, but Puma's hot. Puma makes nice stuff.
Wait, so Puma was giving Hitler the drip?
Derek, okay, we're ending the podcast. No. That comment was not direct association with RNVP, Jake, or Jerron. That was Eric. DERICK. That was Derek. Again, that comment was in no direct correlation or shares the views with RNVP, Real Nerd Variety Podcast.
Yo, but like, can you imagine, like,
no, Derek, I don't want to imagine that.
The new fit. Like,
Yo, chill. Oh my god. Yo, chill.
You stupid, bro.
So dumb. Oh my god.
Coming on. Yo, I'm ready to dictate now, bro. Check out my pool. Oh my god.
Okay, yo. Speaking of drip, let's get into 2 Chainz drip on this album.
A little bit of music.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about Juice WRLD, but we get into some 2 Chainz.
Derek. I like Juice WRLD. No, I fuck with Juice WRLD. I just hadn't listened to the record. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you need to give. Okay. 2 Chainz. It was like the best album that had come out that far because this year has been like
pretty trash.
garbage.
I mean,
purple garbage, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Like it's been slow, man. Like it seems like my idea.
Yeah, you were right.
Like
you were right. You predicted. You were like, yeah.
I didn't think this was going to be a really big year unless everybody big is waiting to drop at the same time, which is like, no, don't do that, right? Because I would hate that. But I just really felt as though this year was not going to be a big year. You know, I didn't, or at least it was going to start out crazy. Because I mean, last year we had what? Culture. We had Culture 2. We had
Didn't J. Cole? Did J. Cole drop by now? Or was that later? Because somebody's gonna have to.
J. Cole was in the summer, right?
No, okay, no. J. Cole
was during finals time.
Till the summer, yes.
No, he was before the summer because
J. Cole was in like May or April.
Yeah, because that's when you need to drop so that we could hear your song in the NBA finals.
Yeah.
Right? That's the whole formula. Kendrick showed us the way.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, bet this drop right before the playoffs start so we can hear your stuff on nonstop. So yeah, we gotta wait for that season, I guess, because I guess no one just wanted to step up. It's like game. Like, huh? Who?
I'll be Tarantino.
Logic? Logic?
Derek, you stupid. Derek, you stupid.
You mean that man who made a whole album about his wife to break up with her like a month
ago?
Derek.
Talking about the dude who every song is talking about how he's biracial. That Logic? Y'all playing with me. Tell me when Big Soulja drops. Don't talk to me about no Logic.
Oh.
Hey,
Young Draco, yeah.
Young Draco, bro. Don't play with his name.
I'm not playing with Logic's name. Logic.
Okay. But seriously,
I mean, he does have an album coming out this year, though. He already teased it.
No,
I thought he was done. I thought he was like, I'm gonna make books and movies and stuff. Didn't he literally say that?
He didn't drop the book, but he did tease the album, though.
No. He literally said, I remember reading this stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna drop like a couple more albums. I remember reading this like in 2018 or something. Like, my last album, and I'm gonna be writing stuff. I'm gonna be creating stuff. What you doing dropping albums, my guy? I'm not saying I'm not gonna appreciate some Logic projects, but I don't like it when rappers do that. I remember reading like Lupe after Tetsuo and Youth, he was done. All of a sudden, I wiped my eyes. No, it was after Drogas. He said he was done. That was his last album. I see Drogas wave, and I'm like, yay, but don't play with my emotions like that.
No, but Derek, he didn't say it was gonna be his last album. He said he was literally dropping a trilogy. It was gonna be Drogas Light, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Drogas Wave, and then Drogas the next one. Yeah, he said it was gonna be a trilogy.
I just listen.
All I know is that.
But you know, Lupe emotional. Lupe was saying tomorrow he quitting, and he won't really because he's just better.
Look, I hate to hop off Lupe to go back to Logic, but 5 days ago on his Twitter, all he put was, "Who you know drop an album back to back to back to back to back to back," and a whole bunch of more back to backs, and then he put ... So yeah, he's coming out with an album. That's an easy tease.
Man, I'll listen to a Logic. I'll always give Logic a listen because he has two of like the staple albums that I listened to in college in The Greatest Story and
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure, yeah. It's really good pieces of work. So yeah, Logic.
That makes it harder to listen to this mud. Like that. No, it does. Like Under Pressure is legit a classic to me. Under Pressure has no skippable songs.
Under Pressure is lit. Yeah.
Under Pressure is flames. Oh my god. I just kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about that. No.
He needs to stop giving community dick and get back with his wife, man.
Oh,
I like faithful Logic. I like faithful Logic.
That man's out here slinging it.
Because it's okay. I don't think his. I'm pretty sure he broke up with. I think if I read it right, I'm pretty sure he broke up with his wife because he couldn't stay faithful. He wanted to be young and reckless. I'm like, bro,
I respect it. It makes you look like a scumbag, but it's kind of like Donnell Jones. Where I want to be.
Yeah, I feel that. But like, no, she's bad. Like,
no, she's fine. Yeah,
it's cool. Like,
I mean, he got that $35 million publishing deal, and he was like, "I want to get my dick wet," and he's like,
I mean, man, like,
I know it's Derek. I'm not saying it's like the move you need to make. It's just
it's a dumb move. Let's just call it what it is.
It's a dumb move. It's a dumb move, but you got to kind of put it on like a respect of like I could have been out here and like really just like embarrassed you. But I'll embarrass you. I'll embarrass you in the shorthand to save you the longhand embarrassment.
I mean, he embarrassed himself more than her. So
yeah, pretty much, honestly, because I will stay because she fine as hell.
Because everybody was like, "Why are you leaving her again?" It felt like it seems like their relationship wasn't even like rocky. Like it wasn't like we saw signs of them breaking up. It was kind of random. It was just like, "Oh, I made a whole mixtape where I referenced my wife the whole time." And then, like 2 weeks later, it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving her now." And you're just like, "Then why did you include her in the whole mixtape?" But whatever.
Anyway, shout out to Logic for doing the right guy scumbag and the scumbag move at the same time.
Yeah,
he was a respectable scumbag.
yeah, basically. No, I'm being serious. He embarrassed himself and he embarrassed her in the shorthand when he could have did long-term damage to his reputation and embarrassed her long-term.
Yeah, he didn't future her. You know what I mean? He let her go. So it's all good. It's
still friends or something like that. Last time I read, like they still like text each other. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Future and Sierra are still friends. You must be crazy. There's no way.
No, I'm talking about Logic and his girl. They still beating? He still beat?
Probably 100%.
They still calling and texting each other. Oh yeah, he beat. Yeah, it's all good.
No way. He's probably
next year. Give it to next year. He'll be like, "I'll change my mind."
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, it's California."
I was wilding. I got my dick wet. I'm gonna come back.
He's gonna be like, "These California girls were very forgettable." Like. Like I was playing like
hey, J. Cole warned him on the phone. He didn't want to listen.
Yeah, J. Cole told him. Like, shout out to all these rappers who are desperately trying to stay loyal to the girl they came up with. I respect that. Because if it was me, the best I would be able to do is do the Logic move. Because like,
you telling on yourself?
I'm saying like,
Derek, that's how you gonna give it up?
No, okay. What I'm saying is this, right? As
you way too honorable for that. I'm pretty sure you have enough self-control.
I consider myself pretty honorable, but then again, I don't have the same temptation those guys have. I just have the same hunger that they have.
The temptation.
The temptation. No. Okay, so when you literally are either
gotta think about his pussy is not as a commodity.
No. It's the validation. It's not just the availability of sex. It's the wow, like you are desirable. like you are a catch, like you are appreciated. That, and having a lot of people being able to tell you that, and a lot of different looking people being able to tell you that, combined with the sex, Jake. Because if you don't find that person, or the person that you're with doesn't necessarily treat you the way that someone else offers offers to treat you, then that's a temptation. Like it's much more than just physically feeling a different person or being with a different person or people. It's more of a difference in status and the results of that. It's literally like the difference between like in a lot of respects, like old and new Kanye, and how that person feels about himself. Like that person always had that self-confidence and that egotism, but how he was viewed by other people changed his perceptions on a lot of things. Like a lot of the views he has, doesn't he approaches those differently now. You know what I mean? The Kanye West that would go up on national television and say George Bush doesn't care about black people. Like, I don't believe he would ever be a Trump supporter. But what I am saying is, in that same vein, that validation and that glory and that respect and that desirability that you gain and the way people treat you as a result of it, allot you a lot more opportunities and temptations as a result. And I just don't know how I react. You know what I mean? Because we all are at the point right now. Every person that's not rich, that hasn't necessarily made it, you're either procrastinating and making excuses why you are grinding, or you're at the ever so important step of grinding. And once you make it to your destination, right, then all that hard work, all that dreaming that you did will become realized, and you'll have to ask yourself what you're going to do with that time you used to grind. And some people choose to fill it with meaningful stuff. A lot of people end up getting caught up in the congratulations. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't know how I react. Like, hopefully, I wouldn't let it get to my head, is what I'm saying.
That was very thought provoking indeed.
I mean,
you gave it up. No, you just gave it up the way you give it up. That's respectable as fuck. Like, I probably feel the same way. I'm probably faking the fun. I am. I probably am.
I mean, but I think no, but I'm thinking
you go in your hotel room, there's bitches everywhere. That'd be crazy.
Well, I'm also saying too, like it depends on how the person you came up with treats you. Because if you're with somebody that loves you unconditionally, like if you actually have somebody that cares about you and isn't, because not every relationship is.
Then you don't love these hoes. Yeah, that's straight. That's cool.
Yeah, because it's just like
pretty sure. No, but Derek, also, bro, I really think people get caught up in like the it's not even the lifestyle, it's the idea of the lifestyle. Well, right? Because I think that's what Logic probably did. Like, I don't know him, but I can get a conversation. Like, Logic got the temptation of the idea of being a rap star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised in like 5 years from now, like Logic probably go on an interview and tell us like, I was on some bullshit. Like, I thought things were going to go a certain way, but they didn't, and I probably shouldn't have not done that, and I lost out on a good girl because it really wasn't as worth it as what I thought it was going to be. But he's probably saying I still wanted to try. Something like that.
It's about being young and making mistakes. Like, that wisdom I started off is what I hope I would say after I've made all those mistakes. But in reality, I still will probably want to make those mistakes because, let's be honest, making those mistakes in the short term is probably very fun. It's probably very fun at times.
We talking about fucking hella girls. Yeah, Derek, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, but it's just fruitless. It's just candy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, so who else is dropping this year? Because, I don't even...
You got right to my next topic. That's exactly what to do. So, no, 2 Chainz, it was just okay. Threat to Society.
Yeah, after re-listening to it, it's like, it's okay.
It's cool. It's a B+.
I would say like a solid 6 out of 10 in terms of replayability. There's a lot of, I could tell 2 Chainz made an album to sell albums. If that makes any sense. Like the whole Ariana Grande stuff, and like it's just a whole bunch of features. Like it, it were okay. I like Pretty Girls like Trap better.
Oh no, that's his best work. He's his best record. That's his best album. His best song he ever created, though. Oh, Threat to Society. It's without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's the best song 2 Chainz ever created, bro. That Ninth Wonder beat is stupid. Yeah, you know what song I'm talking about?
Threat to Society.
Yeah, I'm a threat.
Huh?
Be the second song on the
It's the
album.
second song, bro. It's the Teddy Pendergrass sample. Bro, it's gonna be the song of the NBA, bro. They've been playing it all on the NBA. On ESPN.
Bro, I'm just having a brain fart right now because I'm.
You know, if you got that record, bro. That record hard. That's the hardest 2 Chainz record. That's what 2 Chainz need to be on. Sample be like I need a 2 Chainz Ninth Wonder EP.
You know what I need? I need an older, like, successful black rapper, like just mixtape of just dudes dropping gems, like Jay-Z in freaking what's his face, and 2 Chainz, like 2 Chainz was on Sam. Just like educate me, like let me feel like I'm talking to.
That's
like
another hard record. Like I would say, I would say a 7, 8 out of 10. But like I like yeah. That's some of the best 2 Chainz albums. The whole album itself wasn't as cohesive. I hate that word now. Wasn't as like put together well as Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. I think Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is mainstream 2 Chainz at its finest. But like 2 Chainz the rapper, oh no, like he did his thing on this one.
Oh yeah, no, that.
Oh yeah, he was rapping on this one. Oh yeah, he went out his way to rap. There were some forgettable songs, but he had some really memorable joints on this one. Like Threat to Society's hard. When I first heard that made, oh my god, I had to say that was either Crisis or Ninth Wonder. I was like that had to be either one of them, and I was right. That's the hardest 2 Chainz record. When I get off, I'm about to play that. I've been playing that song a lot. That might be my favorite song of 2019. Yeah, it is my favorite song of 2019. That's a top 10 song of 2019. There ain't gonna be 9 songs made better than that. Like, I need Hove to get on that record.
He already said he wasn't.
I know, and he just missed the album. He said he get 2 Chainz next time. But
Yep.
if Hove could have got on that record, that would have opened up a wormhole.
Yeah, I think literally it'd be like looking at like alternate realities and stuff. Like
Yeah,
like,
Sam was hard too, like you said, Derek. Sam was hard. I love the intro with Marsha Ambrosia. That was hard. Let me pull up the track list.
I feel like the Ariana Grande song okay, but like the Rule the World song was okay, but at the end of the song, I was just like, why am I listening to Ariana Grande on a 2 Chainz song, bro? Like, okay, it's okay. Y'all probably don't know this. Y'all don't keep up with this, but it's like a popular meme to like just kind of to rag on Ariana Grande. And while I don't think it's fair, I do think she's talented. She's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I don't know what she does as an artist that will do it for me. That will make me go, I need to listen to our Ariana Grande record. Like, I didn't even take the time to listen to like what was it, the 5 Rings or whatever rap she did, because I'm not interested in listening to it. Like, maybe I'm not giving her a chance, but I've listened to her enough to know, okay, like she's good for what she does, but what she does doesn't suit me, and that's okay. But yeah, but just on that record, it's just kind of like she did a fine job. I just didn't feel like the song. I don't know. That song particularly, it didn't stand out positively. And I don't know how to say, like the Mama I Hit a Lick song with Kendrick. To me, that song
they rapped their ass off, but like I wasn't feeling the beat.
Right,
And
right. I don't like what they did with the like. A lot of people don't like what they did with the rapping. I actually thought the rapping was interesting. I didn't like it either.
it was just it was like a mixed lob. It was like you could have dunked it and then you gave the softest like layoff off the backboard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like because you didn't the delivery of the pass wasn't great. Like I'm sure the producer saw he had Kendrick and I mean maybe he made the beat before and they just picked it together. But 2 Chainz and Kendrick could have done a better job of selecting the beat.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Forgiven the first record.
Brown should have been like, yo, need a new beat on this, bro.
Threat to Society was hard. Okay, Jerron, stop. Just stop.
I was gonna say, I bet Jake just ignored that, but
I just no. Forgiven was hard. Threat to Society was hard. NCA was stupid hard. I like Rule the World, Derek. I like that. That's a nice little pop hit. That's gonna go off.
It's a pop hit, but to me, like I'm getting tired of the like. Oh, I want to talk to you guys about this. Is like Ariana Grande like RJ-Lo?
Derek, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. You've ever compared that little girl to J-Lo?
It's like, well, I'm saying like her spot, not her impact, her spot in music right now. Her ability to just come and randomly be the chick that's gonna date rappers and also be featured on rap songs. It's like in that vein, not in terms of talent or accomplishments.
Man, what other rap song has she been featured on?
She didn't do songs with Mac Miller
on her record.
I mean, okay, I guess
there's only like 3 I can think of.
I guess I misread it. Okay, cool. Never mind. Shoot Derek down.
Oh, Derek, she's like a legit like superstar pop star, like with legit talent, and like one of the greatest singers on the face of the planet right now. Derek, we ain't about to talk about Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is ultra mega talented. Sweetener's a classic. Not the album that came out, but the Sweetener, the one that Pharrell produced. Oh no, go listen to that. Go listen to that.
I understand what Derek is saying. I don't think Derek is saying she's not talented.
J-Lo's not talented.
And I don't care about it.
If Steph hits, oh my God. Okay.
Which is fine. Like, not all talented artists have to.
So what are you trying to say, Derek? What you trying to say? Explain it.
About Ariana Grande being like J-Lo or
no, like what do you mean J-Lo? Like there's somebody better because she can sing J-Lo under the bus and she can write songs and.
No, I was talking more about just her as like a pop star being kind of just in the culture, even though she's not anything close to like what you consider being in like the rap culture. Because of like,
so you mean like how Ed Sheeran was like for a year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't say that's J-Lo necessarily because I think J-Lo grew up in hip hop culture.
Like, yeah, I guess that wasn't a great comparison at all.
I don't know. That's an interesting conversation though. That's something that we can have. That's an in-depth conversation, like how I feel about in general, like pop music and hip hop coexisting and being able to pull and push off of each other. I don't know. As long as that girl don't appropriate too much, I don't think that Seven Rings record is that bad because
tell us stop stealing Young Draco's swag, we'll be straight.
Jerron, you need to chill, bro.
Jerron.
You need to chill, bro.
Still Young Draco swag. That is a crazy statement.
It was shout out to Soulja Boy for just, regardless of how ridiculous he is, just making the best and getting as much publicity as he can for whatever he's doing. I hope his project goes well. Because at a certain point, though I think he's being corny, like I do respect also. Because it's more he has done more with his situation than I can say I have. And he is successful by any stretch of my metrics. So I appreciate Soulja Boy. I respect him. I just think he could be doing stuff a little better. You know, I mean, he could be going up about stuff a little better. I do think he has clout. I do think he does. I think he does have respect. I don't think he needs the antics, but I think in today's culture, social media, what he's doing is perfectly fine. As an aside, just as a random comment to Soldier Boy, because I don't think we really got into him. But yeah, shout out to Soldier Boy. I hope his album is decent because he has so many features. It'd be hard for that album not to be successful.
Just tell Soldier Boy stop trolling Nintendo before they actually sue.
I feel like the whole wave of like a lot of rappers, if you don't have really great bars, if you don't have the music, just take the Tekashi 6ix9ine route and just be as
please for the love, don't follow that dude.
No. Just be as visceral in reaction pro as you can on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you mean like front for a gang and then actually become part of the gang.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. No, just be as entertaining on Instagram Live as possible. Get as many get your viral up as much as possible. And in that case, it'll be very hard for your album to fail because everyone's like, what is Soulja Boy doing next? You know what I mean? Like when Soulja Boy literally
true.
Yeah. When he was like Drake, you know, I'm pretty sure his streams went all the way up on his older songs. And now I'm anticipating a Soulja Boy album.
Oh, like, that's your fault, dog. I'm not.
No, I'm not anticipating.
No.
I'm going to listen to his album. I shouldn't say I'm
anticipating. I am not. Oh,
that's cool. That's cool.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
You tell me how that goes, because I can already tell you how that's gonna be. That's gonna be some. That's gonna be some boo.
Probably. I'm just saying, with the features I saw in that album, it's gonna stream. It's gonna have some sales, especially.
Right. I think you're 100% right about that. The virality of Soulja Boy is gonna help that record a lot, like a lot. But I'm not, But the thing, for your point though, like the thing that's like that people don't bring up when it comes to like these SoundCloud dudes and using social media to their advantage to like increase their musical sales, is that you got to have at least one song that goes right. Like you gotta have a gummo, right? As much as I hate that song, that beat sounds like Bram Stoker made it. Like it sounds like something Dracula would play in his castle. It's hard. No, it's hard. No, but seriously, you can't see Dracula playing that when he gets up in the morning.
Yeah,
like listen to it. It sounds like organ just going off. Like it's hard. Like. You got to have at least one song that goes off, and then Jarek, like you said, be a straight up, clown on Twitter and Instagram and be subversive almost. And be
just be entertaining. Be entertaining.
Yeah.
Be a spectacle. You don't have to be a.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word, spectacle. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I will say Instagram has been less interesting since Tekashi's been locked up. Shout out to whatever he's gonna call himself once he gets out after snitching.
Oh, he's gonna be Daniel now. That's that persona.
No. He can't be Daniel. He's going to be like Richard because when there is this protection, he ain't gonna be no 6ix9ine, no Daniel.
He ain't Daniel no more.
He can't do witness protection unless he cuts off all of his hair and he gets the best tattoo laser removal surgery ever known to man.
He's gonna have to, and he's gonna have to wear makeup because the streets. Listen. You do not do what he did with the profile he has and expect to live.
No.
Or not live, but expect to come out unscathed. If he don't shape up and get his family out of Dodge, like someone's gonna get hurt. Like it's not a game.
No, 100%. I totally agree. But he ain't 6ix9ine no more. He is Daniel, 22-year-old Daniel. And all Daniel had to do was when Gomo hit, ghost them dudes, get with a team. And sit your little ass down and keep making music. He couldn't do that, bro. That's the sad part.
As much as I hated Homie's music, he actually had an audience.
Yep. Well, he's an example. But let's who's coming out this year, Jake?
What's coming out this year? Who I think gonna come out? I just want to hear the Rihanna record so I can get some wine going. I want to get sexy this summer. I don't know about y'all.
Well, I mean,
They're gonna be so serious. Why are you laughing? I want a Riri record. I want a Rihanna record. That's the record I want.
You know,
somebody said something interesting about Rihanna, and I totally agree with it. Her vocal tone is so much more better than Beyonce's. Beyonce sings better than her, but who sounds better on a record? Rihanna. Yeah, she got the pop voice, fam. And if it's truly a dance hall record, oh yeah, please, Lord Jesus, be up for that. For the love of God, sign me up for that. That's gonna be beautiful. Who else? Chance is coming. He said he coming in June or July. I forgot which one. Other than that, I don't really know. I hope and pray to God Kanye don't come out. Kanye, nobody gives a damn that you flipping samples on Sunday with your little ASR 10, thinking that we gonna forget about what you said. Y'all see the clips?
Yes, other clips.
Man, all Kanye doing is just chopping it up and hitting the keyboard a few times, like he out here being Mozart. Get out of my face, man. Like, no. Okay, this is what we should do. Last topic. Who do you want to come out?
Honestly, I would love to hear a Schoolboy Q album.
Those are
a project of any sort because it's been a little bit. I know Mac died. He's going to release before. He's going to probably drop last year or early this year if Mac didn't die. But I know it's hard for him. I definitely I need to hear a Childish Gambino album. I'm looking forward to that. Kendrick would be nice, but if he wants to take a year, go take a year, Kendrick. You done get enough. Like he gave us a Black Panther. Go take your time. Drake, take this year off. Take next year off. I personally I'll stand by. I liked a lot of records off Scorpion. Honestly, I feel like out of what was it, the 20 songs? I feel like there are 11 to 12 I liked. I just don't listen to all 11 or 12 as a lot. So overall, the album it was what it was. But Drake, you
some mid. Okay, I agree.
And then what else? Absol wants to randomly give us an album. Okay. I'll listen to it. I'm not too hyped for that. I would love to hear another JPEG Mafia album.
Ooh,
I'm not that.
Okay.
And then if Rico Nasty could drop, I would actually listen to her album. That's one of the only thing that unfeeds
records. I just did a whole project with her and Kenny Beats. That dude Kenny Beats is disgusting.
Yeah, Kenny Beats is low key a hidden gem that only Rico Nasty has access to for some reason.
Yeah, either him, is either her, Ski Mask, or I forgot the other guy's name. I forgot the other guy's name. Who was the other rapper that he'd be with a lot? Is it Key? Yes, Key. It's Key. It's Key. Whoa. This is why I need y'all to go. Have y'all heard the Baby record?
Who's that?
Derek, you don't know who the Baby is? No, did you say no, Derek?
Oh, Uzi, drop Eternal Take. How could I forget?
Wait, what?
Where are you? Where is little Uzi? He needs to drop Eternal Take yesterday.
No, he's retired. He's retired.
Bro, I don't.
Wait, shows.
That album is done. Album.
But Derek, have you heard The Baby. Have you heard of The Baby before?
No,
Dude, you ain't heard The Baby?
I've heard of Sub Baby.
No, The Baby. Like
Like,
D-A.
yeah.
No, I haven't heard the baby, bro. I've heard I'm a Buff Baby and I Dance Like a Man by Toby Lou.
That's a great song. But no, but The Baby the hardest dude out, bro. The
You told
Baby kill people.
You told me Gunna was the hardest dude out, and look what he dropped. That garbage.
Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow your roll. No, that's not a garbage album. Let's not tell lies. Let's
What
not do that.
you see? You
Yeah,
said
what-
that album he just dropped is not some. Okay, all right.
Derek, it's not terrible. Like we're not gonna do that. No, but the Baby's record is my second favorite record this year. Jerron, please do yourself a favor, and when you go into work on Monday and you want to scare them white people, just listen to the first 4 tracks as loud as possible in the parking lot.
I'm trying to keep my job, so
No, it'll make you keep your job because they'll be scared of you. They will never try to fire you. Like, is that type of no? Like Derek, like he is hard. He out of Charlotte, bro.
and he rap or does he just make catchy music?
No, he rapping, bro.
This dude's trying to make us listen to Big Crit's little brother, bro. Look at this man.
No. The thing is he rapping on trap beats, but he's rapping about like it's like drill music mixed with real shit. It's like he rapping about like his life and like how hard it is, but he's spitting, bro.
The
Let's
baby.
put it like this. He's a more lyrical, harder version of Little Baby mixed with Gunna. But the beats are probably like 10 times grimier and harder. Like it's hard.
Who's Little Baby? Who are these babies?
There's a little baby, that's a dub baby. I don't listen to either
Oh,
one.
not a Little Babies. I'm lying. I'm tripping right now. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say you like Little Baby. Hold on now. Y'all just faking the funk. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know who the baby.
Talking about, I don't-
No. I've played the Baby for you, Jerron. You know who the Baby is.
Yeah.
I am. I don't be listening to no.
I do listen to that YNF Melly song. That song catchier than a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
That hoe is catchy.
I want to keep up with these new rappers, honestly.
No, Y Melly's a dude that murdered his friends and then allegedly, because police be lying. But yeah, ask Jesse Smollett. You know what I mean? Because allegedly the police lied on him too. But apparently, right? Last year, this dude's friends, a month after he made this song called "Murder on My Mind," in which he talked about shooting and killing one of his friends. 2 of his friends end up dying in a shootout, and the police are saying he staged the whole thing and just killed him. And he's in jail now. And part of the reason why that "Murder on My Mind" song is so big is because of the story. It's like this man really killed his friends and made a song about it.
Catchy. And it's so disturbing. I don't know why I like that song.
No, I mean it's a spectacle. It's like, wow, this guy's really crazy.
Eric, I was listening to that song 2 months. That song was out last year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know when you started listening to it. I thought you.
Oh no.
listened-
That came out like his second or third mixtape. Like he got like 5 projects, bro. Like, yeah, he got some hard stuff.
That's his last 5 projects. That man, like the police wouldn't release this information unless they knew for a fact. Like the detail. Apparently, he drove around with their bodies in the car, man. Like, unless the police are messing up, like this guy is done. Like,
Yeah, no, he going to jail. Yeah,
yeah.
he going to prison. Yeah, he through. But like, I just like that song.
Jerome, what's not coming out this year, bro?
If we one more thing, if we get a Run the Jewels project.
Oh no, I'm with you on that one. That's coming, Derek. That's coming. Killer Mike and LP been on Twitter for last year saying it's coming. So that's coming. And I'm excited.
Oh well, what I want to hear the Dreamville project because they hyped it up and now they ain't saying nothing.
Oh no, see that's big facts. That's big facts. That is big facts.
Jerome wants to hear another Saba project.
Ooh, Derek. So you did go listen to Saba?
Yeah, I did. Y'all told me to.
Yeah, bro. How was that? How was Care for You?
It was like I'm in the gym, right? You know, just trying to pump some iron like a week ago. All of a sudden, I hear this dude like, I forget what song I was listening. I was listening to Calligraphy. I'm like, this don't fit. I'm about to change it, right? Because I'm trying to pump some iron. I'm listening to this artful piano. I'm like, yo, what? And I listen to the song. I'm like, I'm about to cry. Like,
it's a literal therapy album about mental health and taking care of yourself. Like, yeah, I want a Shino, Saba, No Name group album.
Did his cousin Walter die?
Oh yeah,
like, dead?
Yeah.
So like, okay, there was like one song he was talking about his cousin
and his brother.
Huh?
And his brother.
They killed Walter and his brother?
Yeah, bro.
For what?
Derek, it's Chicago, bro. Like sometimes you just don't know. It's probably over just like, hood shit we won't even really understand. But you gotta kind of process it. Yeah, bro. It's about the self-care of it all, That's a hard record. That might be one of my favorite records in a long time. Whew, that's such a good album. Chance better live up to that. That's all I gotta say. Mr. Hacky Sack rapper.
Yo, Chance is not giving me a lot of reason to be hopeful.
Oh, bro, them four singles he came out with were hard. I don't give a shit. Look.
You mean the one who was talking about? If I get the DMs, I'm definitely gonna show my wife. That song was terrible. Circular waist with a circular face.
Okay, you calling it terrible because you want to show the DMs to your wife.
Okay. No. That song just was. It wasn't it wasn't just corny. It just sounded circular waist with it was cringe. I don't know. I guess maybe just it hit my ear the same way it hit your ear.
Go listen to the four singles again, bro. Them singles were hard. Them singles were hard. I'm looking forward to it, but this is probably gonna be my last Chance record. If it underwhelms me, then I'm probably not going. I'm probably gonna be over Chance. But I want a Beyonce record. It's really Beyonce. Like it's Beyonce and Rihanna. Those are the two I want. I mean, really.
You don't even be listening to hip hop if Beyonce and Rihanna drop this year. It'd be over.
Oh, Derek, I don't even be listening to hip hop like that now. I'm like Joe now, bro. I'm like R&B and pop, bro. Like it's weird. Like it's only like a few R&B like hip hop records I like now. Like I ain't listen to the Offset stuff. What?
I didn't.
Did y'all see that cover? That clip art cover?
It was terrible.
He couldn't even get his own kids. Those weren't even his kids, bro.
Are you serious?
No, Derek. No, those are not his kids.
Tragic.
Teron, that's all you're gonna say. It's tragic.
Tragic.
Oh my god, no, Derek. Those were not his kids.
Wasn't culture?
Derek, it really looked like he went to a hotel website and he right clicked and got the art off of the website and made the cover.
He thought it was gonna be a hood classic. You know, the hood classic got the worst cover art, so
Yo, it was bad, and now I wasn't about to listen to that record. I'm over the Migos, bro. Like I don't want to hear another word from them. Like, I really don't. They have oversaturated. It's crazy how after culture they did the exact thing they should not have done, which is oversaturate the market of their sound.
Honestly, I don't even think it's that. I think they ran out of like fire beats, like really fire beats. Like I feel like they just ran out of them, and like, or they ran out of the ability to put them together on like an album in succession, like they did Culture.
No,
Like,
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think it's a mixture of what both of us are saying. It's like they kind of ran out of the creative spark, right? And then on top of Derek, after Culture, Quavo came out with an album with Travis Scott.
Honcho.
Offset came out with is either Takeoff or Offset came out with a album with 21 and Metro. Then QC came out with a Complication album. Then they dropped Culture 2. Then they dropped their solo albums.
Didn't they drop like a quality? Yeah, you just said QC. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like 200 tracks, bro, in 18 months. On top of all the features they do in general. They have oversaturated everything, and it's so stupid. Culture 2 shouldn't have been. Bro, you realize they gonna release Culture 3 this year, right?
You're lying.
No, Derek. No. No.
You're lying, bro.
No, I'm not lying.
Ew.
Yeah, I said the same.
My ears are like, nah. My ears are like, no.
Where that little Yachty album at, though? That coming too?
Are you crazy?
Yo,
you crazy?
John, I'd rather listen to the Migos than Lil Yachty. Like, no.
Like, he might really be a plant. Like,
no, he is a plant. What are you talking about?
They got a theory like there's no way. There's no way you're just some random kid in Atlanta. and then what? Came with like DJ Premier or something crazy. You're the next one. Like what? And then you're like this. Is this how you come out?
Derek, you know the YouTube channel Noisy?
Yeah.
Did you see the Noisy episode with Lil Yachty?
No.
Little Yachty, bro, is a plant, bro. No. Little Yachty took everybody to his parents' house, and this homie growing up in my neighborhood, both his parents are okay. They're like, he just does this for fun. What? Like, where did y'all find him? Oh no, he was at the barbershop, and QC was like, I know how to crack the code. What? He's a plant. Derek, he raps off beat. This ain't like Blueface. This ain't Bust Down Tatiana. This ain't that.
I can't believe you were trying to get me to like Blueface, Jake.
Blueface is the hardest, worst rapper I've ever heard in my life. No, but seriously, Blueface is no. What he says is hard. How he says it is terrible. It is. That Bust Down Tatiana record hard, though. I don't give a damn what you say. That's the best verse of 2019, though.
By everyone?
No. Let me finish, bro. You didn't let me finish. Not his verse. Yeah. The remix with Cardi B. The Cardi B remix. That's the best verse of 2019. That's the raunchiest verse I've heard in hip hop.
I mean, yeah,
every bit. Like she made that record hers. That's Cardi B's record now.
Listen, everyone got their stuff off to Bust Down Tatiana. Like Young M.A. went off.
Oh yeah, she got in. I want
YG went off. Everyone, I feel like it's my time. I should drop a Bust Down Tatiana remix. Like everyone's just getting their stuff off in that song. Like it's like damn. But yeah.
I really want a Beyonce record. I want Beyonce record so bad. I don't want a Beyonce record.
Beyonce and Rihanna. That's what I want. Hip hop, I could care less. Probably Schoolboy Q.
Oh,
Run the Jewels.
if I get another Asher Roth project, I'll be
in the podcast, Jake. In the podcast, just turn that mess off.
Did you say Asher?
In the podcast, it's done. We're done. Asher Raw. Hell no. I love college too. No, I'm fine.
No, his last project was like seared foie gras and cranberry, bro. That joke was like low key fire, bro. Have you heard Hot Wings, bro? Yo, Asher Roth, y'all quit playing with my man's Asher Roth, bro. You can't tell me you like MGK, but you ain't like no Asher Roth, bro.
Derek,
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Asher Roth sounds like Donald Trump in the alternate universe.
you're wild.
Derek, that name sounds so pretentious and stuck up and privileged. Asher.
Asher. Yo, Asher's a beautiful name. Asher's a beautiful name.
Derek, Asher Roth sounds like the bank that crashed the economy in 2008.
I'd rather listen to Lil Dicky than Asher Roth.
Derek, seriously.
Asher Roth. I forgot all about that, man.
Derek, I'm being dead serious. Asher Roth sounds like a very prominent slave owner in 1800s. Asher Roth. Derek, that dude's dead ass sounds like a Nazi general. Asher Roth. That sounds like somebody I read in a history book. Like, for real.
He was the lead model for Puma for the
He was head of the drip division in Puma. We're going to hell. Going to hell.
Okay. Yo, John, is there anything else you're interested in listening to this year?
Yeah, let's get back to the topic.
So let's see. I said Dreamville. I'm hoping Cole puts out another solo project after whatever he does with Dreamville. Let's see. I'm hoping that J Rock wasn't trolling when he said that him and Kendrick might have already recorded a duo project together. I know he probably was trolling, but hopefully not. So I can get that too.
Oh, I want another Danny Brown project.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. This year's weird enough.
That's what I was just thinking about. I want a Danny Brown project.
I'm not saying Danny Brown is weird in a bad way. Like this year has been really weird. So if Danny Brown drops something, it would just be perfect. It almost normalized things in a way. Okay, and my last question for y'all. Is good music like do we care if they drop anything? Like Tiana Taylor's album was it was jacked up, so we're not expecting anything else from her. Aside from her, like is Big Sean even good music?
Oh yeah, I think Big Sean coming this year though. Yeah, Big Sean most definitely coming this year.
Is he still good music? I don't think he's still good.
No, he's still good music. Yeah.
Like I don't care.
That's 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz ain't good. I think 2 Chainz is a good music affiliate, but he's mostly Def Jam now.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think Big Sean most definitely coming. Big Sean's always gonna give you the one good song, and then put really bad similes and metaphors in this songs. So I'm okay. Big Sean rap like he on Kids Bops. That's the problem. I'm just being honest, guys.
I don't know what's wrong with Big Sean.
Big Sean got them PBS raps.
Got them education. You got some.
Them Sesame Street raps.
I'll never forget that Dead End Hip Hop episode where they had
the worst lyrics between Big Sean and Lil Wayne.
Worst lyrics, bruh.
That shit was hilarious. Oh man, nah, dog. I'm okay, man. He's just too corny though, and that's the problem. He has a great ear for music. That's the sad part. He can pick beats. He could sequence an album pretty well. It's just nah. Oh, I want a Rick Ross record. If Port of Miami 2 is coming and it's mostly Justice League beats, oh yeah, sign me up. If it's just Bink and Justice League, yeah, sign me up.
I think Novelist is dropping another solo project.
Yeah, I think so too.
Him over Jay Dilla beats or something like that.
How many beats does Jay Dilla have? He's been dead.
Thousands, Derek. Thousands.
Bro, he died in like 2010? Like when he died? No, he died before that.
Yeah, Derek, he died like a long time ago. But then I realized he was like producing for like Slum Village, like in the early 90s, mid 90s. So, he been doing this for a long time. Just in his basement in Detroit, dog, getting it cracking with that MPC 3000. His MPC is in the Smithsonian Hall of Fame, bro. It's like a legendary piece of equipment. That's probably the most legendary MPC. It's not the Kanye one. It's the MP3000. MPC 3000.
A specific one or just that model?
Just that model, the MPC 3000. It's completely different. It's nuts, Derek. If I could get one, I want one.
What happened to Dilla's?
Huh?
I thought, like, what happened to Jay Dilla's?
It's in the museum. It's in the museum. And it still plays. Just like Kanye West's ASR 10, the one he has on tour, that's going in the museum. Derek, he's made like all his hits off that. Yeah. Yeah. Who else would I want? I don't know, man. There's just so many artists that you forget.
Artists that disappointed me. It's like the Migos after Culture is like, all right, I'm gonna keep my head up for them, and ever since then they've given me like power.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm fine. I seriously don't want a Drake project. I really, for the love of God, don't want a Drake project. Drake, go take care of your kid, bro. So go take care of your kid, bro.
I mean, he's hiding he's hiding us from him. So, in order for him to do that, he has to keep us away so he can hide us from him. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But you don't want to hide the world from it. You don't want to hide his son from the world. He's trying to hide hide the world from his son. So until he's done hiding us from him, we ain't gonna take care of him.
Yeah, that's the most convoluted bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
It's convoluted bullshit.
It's true.
Son.
It's true. It's true. It's just nah, man. I just can't. Nah.
Wale dropped the album this year.
Who?
Wale.
Yes.
No.
I want to hear a Wale record. Yeah.
If we're gonna be like corny and like faux deep, why don't we have on International Women's Day? Why are male babies called suns, but female babies aren't called moons? Yeah,
You would say something like that too.
you would.
Derek. Derek. What type of hotep shit did you just say?
So Wale was saying.
He would say that, but he would make it like semi-listenable. So
No, Derek, he'll just get it like a Spanish guitar
yeah,
and with like Miguel crooning in the background and like say that.
there you go.
Look,
Yeah,
Wale,
we would.
you're amazing. Just go back to the Go-Go rap, please. Because your best verse was on that Logic album.
Derek, that was some straight up mathematics you just said. That's the mathematics, bro. Everybody, y'all from the cities that got the people that spit the mathematics. So y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's mathematics talk.
Just Wale, go back to the Go-Go rap where you was
That's the dudes that wear the beanies all the time talk.
DC.
That's the dudes that got the crystals in the stores talk. That's crazy. Call moon. You call me a moon and see what the hell happened.
My moon.
Derek. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, bro. Nah, but you dead ass right. You know, Wale would say some corny ass shit like that. But like, I just want to listen to it because his last few EPs have been so good. So,
What you talking about, Willis? You been listening to Wale without telling us?
yeah, Derek, if you go listen to his 2018 EPs, they were really good.
Oh no.
Go listen to them. It's like 2 or 3 of them. Like, you know, probably like 15 tracks.
Are you okay? You feeling all right? Do you feel like
The only Wale EP that was good was that last one he had where he had that feature with Jake.
Are you guys medically well? Do you guys feel like making music about idolizing strippers and then saving them? Or
Derek.
praising single women for being independent? Like, are y'all or like telling? Are y'all feeling like doing any of that? Because we might need to take you to the hospital. We might have to play you a steady regiment of Future with a little bit of The Game and some a touch of Chris Brown to really rile you up.
But I don't need to listen to the game talking about Kim Kardashian. Okay, I'm done. I'm
I don't
good.
even game try to clout chase. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad seeing the game. Is this popular? Let me make a song about it and get some attention. It's the game's formula now.
Only thing is, like, who cares if Kim Kardashian throated your shit? Who hasn't Kim Kardashian throated? Like, I don't care. I don't care, man. We get it. She is a sexually promiscuous person that likes to show that. We get it. Like, for most of our teenage lives, we've known this. Like, I think at that point, man, this is just being played out. Like, Kim won, bro. We don't care.
She built an empire, bro.
Like, I don't care, gang. Oh, yeah.
Like the game today, if Kim Kardashian was single, this is in terms of Kardashian.
What was that, Derek? You broke up.
Like it's just crazy. Like all these guys that like want to come back and say I hate Kim Kardashian. Unless you were like, if Kim Kardashian was single and she never dated Kanye, just off her like status, a lot of these guys that hit back in the past probably wouldn't have a chance with her today. And it's crazy to think about, but it's true. Like family is like worth $1 billion. That's an empire.
Yeah, bro. Her standards have changed. Yeah. She can have standards. She can have standards. I don't really care. Like, you know, I don't care about that family enough to really give a damn about what the fuck they be doing shit. Like, I really don't. And so we be putting it on wax when the game can be talking about realer shit. I'm just like, this is so stupid. Especially when you come out with 1992, which was such a dope record. Like, I gotta hear that. Like, I'm fine, bro. I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear that. But I want to end the podcast off of, have y'all seen A Star Is Born?
No.
Nope.
Y'all gotta go watch that movie, bro.
Bradley Cooper's canceled, bro.
Why is Bradley Cooper canceled, Derek?
You didn't hear what he said
What did he say, Derek?
about indigenous people?
Derek, don't be pulling my leg, bro.
You didn't see what he said about Native Americans, bro?
Derek, watch where you're going with this one. Okay, what did he say?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, yo, look. Nah, go watch it, bro. It's like literally one of the saddest movies and best movies I've seen in my life. And he can really sing.
Saddest movies.
Oh, yeah, man. It's sad. Y'all don't care if I like spoil it for you?
I mean, probably spoil it off pod. So like, spoilers. Some when we finally, well, let's say we get a following like the next few months, and the movie's well past. You'll have somebody comment, he spoiled it. I was gonna watch it in 3 minutes. So yeah, we'll end it.
Wow.
I mean, you're actually right, but
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I know we're not talking about sports anymore, but Oklahoma City just lost to the Clippers, which means that the Clippers are going to the 7th spot, and Oklahoma's going to drop to 4th.
wow, that's crazy.
It means that Houston should be in 3rd now.
So Houston's gonna get they're gonna go who's 2nd seed? The Nuggets?
The Nuggets.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting series. Assuming the Nuggets on lemon booty.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all the topics, guys. That was a good podcast. That was good. Shout outs, plug your stuff, let them have it.
All right.
You can catch me on Twitter, RNVP_JRon. Yeah, I'm just ready for this next week when we do this video game stuff because I got a lot of stuff on video games to talk about. So,
Oh yeah, most definitely. Video games and anime and manga. We're gonna have that come out next week, guys.
Like, the game sphere is like melting. It's like melting before our eyes. I wish I could get into that. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Crash Captions. I'm not quite cool enough to have the RNVP tag because I'm not allowed. But yeah, y'all can just follow me there.
That's a goddamn lie. But keep going.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's a lie. But keep going.
And I mean, yeah, I mean that's it. That's it. Peace, love, and blessings to anyone that listens to this. I hope whenever you listen to this, your day gets better, your situation gets better, and you actively work toward bettering that situation. Much love. Take it easy.
I was hoping you said peace, love, and positivity so we could have that last logic shout out before the podcast ended, but
I hate both of y'all. I just really do. No, screw logic. All right, this is JTRMVP. Yeah, I'm talking over you. We don't give a damn about logic over these streets.
it's not true, boy.
You can You can follow me on Twitter at JTRMVP. Yeah. Y'all take it easy out there, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We are growing, which is pretty good.
Shout out to y'all.
This has been RNVP, Real Nerd Variety Podcast, Sports Music, Episode 6. Y'all take it easy out there, guys.
Peace.